Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back, everybody, to the stream. I am Cam, aka Humble Footman, and I am happy to be back. We took yesterday off, if you noticed, all of you lovely, loyal followers. Yeah, we had D&D yesterday, which was awesome. But it just took me a long time to prep. We had taken 2 weeks off, and I just needed some extra prep time. So that's what we were doing yesterday, is just being a good DM. But welcome back to the stream. We are continuing on today with our Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire playthrough. I believe there's some juicy updates that have just come out, so a lot of bug fixes and that sort of thing, so it's going to be running crispy clean. We also did a little bit of a PC upgrade over the last couple of days, so that's where I've been as well, as ripping apart my PC and putting it back together with some new components. Hopefully that'll make the stream better and just our gaming experience better in general. Yeah, so if you hadn't noticed, we have reached our 50 follower goal, which is very exciting. So yeah, congrats to everybody that helped with that. Thank you so much for all of your love and support as we yeah, just try this streaming thing out. And yeah, I also hear that Madgewolf has some new art in the works, so that's also very exciting. Very exciting. We really appreciate his support of the channel too, so stay tuned for that. That's coming up. And yeah, without further ado, we are going to dive back in. Also, did I mention we got our Twitch affiliate status, if you didn't notice? So we are very excited about that as well. So just thanks again. That comes with the 50 follower milestone, I guess. So when I first started streaming, I never would have thought that people would even find the stream. So it's kind of exciting. So yeah, just thanks everybody that's been popping in and out and saying hello and checking out the stream. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for being here. One thing I haven't done yet, which I will do, I just have to remember to do it, is move this game over to my solid state drive so that we can improve those load times. We got some faster hardware in there, but I mean, graphics look great, but we need to improve on those load times. I think the only way that that's going to happen is if we move this game over to our solid state drive. So I think what we're going to do today is break up the stream into 2 sections. I might do like 3 hours this morning and then go take a break, have some lunch. And while I do that, I'll probably move the game over to my solid state drive, and then the load times will be much more crispy clean, and then we'll boot up this afternoon for a second stream, just to kind of make up for yesterday, and also just because we do have the extra time today. So all right, I won't blab on too much longer. Hopefully there's no technical issues today, guys. So I would really appreciate your help calling that out. If you see anything going funky with the stream, please let me know. I've just installed a bunch of new hardware, so I think it's running well. You know, I've got it up on my phone here, and Streamlabs looks good. But if you notice anything funky fresh or funky not so fresh,
Did you catch can't be new, I think it is. Performers yet? It's awful.
The Green Menace? That I did. Made me want to poke out my eyes.
even the volume with the new motherboard, the volume might be a little low or something. So just let me know if you're having trouble hearing. What I might do is just turn up the master. This feels a little bit quieter to me, so we're gonna turn up the master maybe to like 25. There we go. Let's try that. All right. So yeah, we just landed in Dunwich. This is the first time we've been here, so let's go explore Dunwich. This is looking good though, looking crispy clean. All right, who's that? Udita. Let's chat, girl.
Damn me for a buttered slice of hardtack. It's you, ain't it?
The pale elf squints at you and puffs on her pipe. Acrid smoke from the bowl wreaths her face. Footman and captain of the Defiant, at your service.
Angry by the thumbs. At your service, he says.
Aye.
I'll keep it quick, see? If your little dinghy has got some chase in it, I've got a list of captains with a black mark to their name whose ships need a quick scuttling. And I'm in the market for a scuttler.
She sticks the pipe in the side of her mouth and grins, showing a mouth full of yellow teeth. You're offering me a bounty? Where do I start?
You read me like a book, you do.
Aye.
Then let's talk business, eh?
She cracks her knuckles and grins.
You'll be looking to scuttle Cornu first, one of Rowatai's finest, eh? I don't ask my client what he did or what scale his death balance is. Safer to keep questions in the hold. Hope that don't make you skittish, none. Loyalties being what they is.
She clears her throat into her fist and glances off into the distance.
I'll measure where my loyalties lie, thank you. If our target is worth his salt, he'll send us down to Andra's realm anyway.
Maya folds her arms and nods stiffly. Seraphine snickers quietly. Jody lifts her chin in interest.
Mark me. But the bird lass thinks she's true-born principe, she does.
Udita doffs her hat at Maya. Alright, I'll take the bounty.
Course you will. Knows a good opportunity when you seize it. Cornu helms a Voyager early muster in the waters north of Nekataka and south of Sayuka.
Alright. Sounds good. I'm just gonna turn the volume up a little bit more. I'm just looking at the gauge there on Streamlabs. I think another 5% is gonna do it. Just put it in that sweet spot.
Of course.
Of course. Of course. Alright, who's this guy? Borkami. Let's chat. A large Amal sailor sits on the docks, broad shoulders hunched forward, back bowed. When he shifts, his blue-green skin ripples over his hulking muscles.
Ain't no cruel eye of me. What good's a pirate who can't see? Forget navigating by the stars or shooting a pistol. I can't even swing a sword accurately now. Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you?
What's your story?
Is this what my life boils down to? A moment of entertainment for others?
He sighs heavily, big shoulders hunched.
I was a bosun not so long ago, and a damn good one at that. But I took a shot to the face, see?
He waves one massive hand in front of his sightless eyes.
Didn't lose much skin, but the flash burned out me eyesight. I can't make out so much as a blurry shape more than a foot away. Makes me right useless on a crew now, don't it? No one will have me for work.
Give him 5 copper. Here you go.
Andra's blessings to you for sharing, sailor.
You've lost 5 copper. Okay. Sorry, my dude. Hey, neglected pig. Piggy, piggy. Here, piggy, piggy. Chauncey. We found him. What do you do, Chauncey? +1 dexterity. 5% of incoming hits converted to grazes from weapons. Sounds pretty good from all weapons. I like that. I like that. What are we currently using? Frau Nils. +3 accuracy with melee. +8 max health. I think we can swap in the piggy. Let's do that. We're gonna give our give Footman a dex bonus and 5% of hits converted to grazes. I like that. Alright, let's continue on. Let's continue on through Dunnage. Didn't look like it was a very big town. Lost another crew to the floating hangman we did. Alright. Alright. Let's talk to these guys. Kay Polchek. What's up? You find a woman of early middle years dressed fine, if dirty, armor adorned with bright purple piping. Say that 3 times fast. A pair of long scars bisect her brow and jaw. Though she stands at ease, a nervous energy thrums through her.
Fair day, traveler.
She grins broadly, a joyful twinkle in her eyes.
Anything I can do for you, just say the word.
All right, tell me about yourself.
Lady adventurer at your humble service.
Ah,
I was born in a deer and raised in the field, and there's nary a crevice of this archipelago I haven't seen.
The field?
Aye, the living lands most off, but the Deadfire as well of late.
That's where we're from.
And my goodness, if you think the Deadfire's wild, I must say, it's no more thrilling than a Lady of Luxury's afternoon luncheon in comparison to the glorious madness of the living lands. Being a cipher's come in quite handy, I'll tell you that.
Do you often get into trouble then?
Oh, dear me, yes. Can't
Oh.
seem to avoid it. Not a lick of it's my fault, of course. It's the university. Always sending me to the most dangerous corners of Eora, the skimps. If I didn't know better, I might say they were trying to kill me. There's not other way to rid themselves of a tenured professor, after all.
She laughs. Get any good stories out of it at least?
Oh, aye. Some you wouldn't right believe. Like the time I lost part of my ear here, see?
She pulls her hair, she pulls back her hair and shows you her mangled ear. It looks like something's had a good chew on it.
Lost an entire research team along with the ear. Rather a long day, that was. My colleagues have implied I might be cursed, but I can't say I much agree. It's just the nature of the work, you understand. I mean, goodness, if you want a lady to find you the rarest plants, you gotta send her to the most remote places. On my last expedition, my colleague Inez got herself lost looking for what was essentially a big prickly weed. No medicinal use at all. I found her, though. Mostly intact, even. A blessing from the living lands, I call it. Aye.
Bless.
But I do go on, don't I?
You do. She laughs gaily. A hand splayed across her chest. Okay. Can you teach me what you've learned in your time exploring the living lands?
With pleasure. Teaching is my specialty, after all. I'm gonna pack your brain with so much knowledge, you're gonna have a headache for a week. All I need from you is 3,000 copper.
Ah, another one of these. Okay. Yeah, we want to enhance stealth and metaphysics. Actually, we don't. No, that's okay. We were going to originally, but with Maya having such high stealth, I think we're gonna pass on this one. Metaphysics is Adair's thing, so we're not stacking either of those skills, so we're just gonna pass. I don't think so.
That's your prerogative, I suppose. Come back if you change your mind.
Will do. Will do. Carlo. A trim man in practical, well-crafted leathers watches you from the corner of his eyes. When he catches you looking his way, his hand drifts casually to the dagger at his hip and lingers for a moment. Then he smiles, the corners of his hazel eyes crinkling with genuine warmth, and waves you over.
A cozy traveler. Care to hear a tale?
He rubs thoughtfully at the stubble along his jaw.
Well,
Tell me about yourself.
I was born to a family of merchants on the Pearl Coast. I was a restless boy, and my feet took me to the Valen Republics when I came of age.
As Carlo speaks, his previously strong Valian accent begins to fall away, and his voice takes on the characteristic twang of the Deerwood.
I learned of the power of geography and language at my father's knee, and those skills proved useful in the Republics.
He also says, I had many successful years as a merchant, and then I made a mistake. Go on. He gives you a small smile and an easy shrug of his shoulders.
I joined up with a company based in Girara that traded in beautiful weavings. But they were ill-gotten gains, forcibly produced by a weaver the company kidnapped named Bonicetta. I didn't learn the truth until it was too late. And when our crime was uncovered, I was exiled from the Republics.
That's a shame.
Indeed. But I should have asked better questions of my employers. And now I'm here, kicking my heels in the Deadfire, where no one knows my name and with few prospects before me. I would like to make amends to Bonicetta personally, but it seems a distant possibility. Ah, well, I learned my lesson. I won't be played for a fool again.
Can you teach me what you learned in the Valian Republics?
Ark, you listen to my tale. I suppose I can do that for you for 3,000 copper?
Sleight of hand and diplomacy. That would be good for us. We do want sleight of hand. Sure.
Well done.
He smiles. He shows you a trick for lifting a man's coin purse from his belt. Between demonstrations, he also gives you tips for negotiating with even the most hard-headed of merchants. You thank him and turn away, and just as you're about to leave, he tosses a coin purse to you with a laugh.
You nearly forgot something.
The coin purse he tossed you is your own. Whoa! You've learned Carlo's training. Nice. Sleight of hand and diplomacy, we'll take it. And our own money back. Thanks, Carlo. Alright, let's loot over here. Make sure we got fast mode on. There we go. Okie doke. Let's head on. Okay, so there's a lot more to this area. King's Coffin, Radiant Court, and Balefire Beacon. Let's head over to the King's Coffin and start there. We'll start there. I think I might turn the volume up a little bit more too. Delicious coffee. Imported from the Valian Republics. Looks like Ishii saw something. That was the sound of perception. The sound of perception. Alright. Is that right there? I think that's what we're seeing. It's a trap off in the distance.
Kill him, wait an hour, then pull any gold teeth. Easy as pie.
You're an idiot. Wait a minute, wait an hour. Alive, dead, it makes no difference at all.
I've pulled plenty of gold teeth. I know the right way of it.
Maybe I'll pull your teeth just to prove you wrong.
Oh!
What do you know? It really does make no difference. You, out.
Out. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
A tongue be a right sharper weapon than a pistol, but a pistol do in a pinch.
Pistol doing a pinch. Alright. Lutskis. Alien frock. Well. That escalated quickly. Jacob, what do you know? At the bar, you find a tall man with salt gray hair and strikingly bright blue eyes. His face sports a handful of long scars that continue down his neck and disappear beneath the collar of his shirt. He looks up from wiping down the counter when you approach and gives you a broad, disarming smile.
Haven't seen you around before. Welcome to the King's Coffin.
His smile is wide enough to show his bright white teeth, but his light eyes remain cold and flinty.
What can I do for you?
Your tavern looks a lot like an old ship.
Figured that out all on your own, did you? You're right, though. Inherited an old dhow from my da when he passed. Right piece of shit it was, too. Realised I was bound to make more coin turning her into a tavern than letting her rot in her berth.
Cool. I want to buy something.
What do you want?
Provisions room. Regulars looking for a little adventure. Know of any sailors looking for hire? I wanted to ask something. Let's go stock provisions.
So long as you show me some coin.
Alright. I'll show you some coin. I'll show you some coin. Okay, nothing of interest. He does have the bilge pump. Excellent. Some salty sailors. Skyla 5 glass. Seasoned navigator. Expert surgeon. Big mouth. Whoa. What is he called? Vithrak? That's kind of cool. Very expensive though. Daily wage 4. Cool. So we know these are here. Expert helmsman. So we're finding some better crew members now, which is cool. I think what we're gonna do is we want to retrain footmen. Because they both have stealth stacked, Maya and footman. There's a lot of skill overlap there, so I think we're gonna quickly retrain him. And we are gonna go sleight of hand. Are we gonna go sleight of hand? We're definitely gonna go explosives. Let's go explosives and sleight of hand. Sleight of hand and stealth kind of go together though, right? You can't really have one without the other. So let's go explosives. We'll do it anyway. It's given us some dialogue options to be in sleight of hand, and then down here, let's see here. Bluff's taken care of by Seraphin. Diplomacy taken care of by Maya. History's taken care of by Chody. I think isn't she history? No, she's religion. So nobody's in history. Oh, but we're insight. That was our skill. So we're gonna go insight. We're gonna stack insight and explosives. What does explosives do here? Improves the accuracy, damage, and effectiveness of bombs, noisemakers, and similar devices. Okay. I know Adair also has explosives. Adair also has explosives. Yep, that's fine. And insight. Okay, explosives and insight. That's what we're gonna do. Now let's go back through here. If I can remember what we took. Backstab dramatically increases damage done from stealth or invisibility. The rogue may use melee or ranged weapons, but must be... Yeah, we took that for sure. Defensive roll, fast runner. Alright. Next. Definitely took backstab. Explosives, insight. We're just re-rolling this character real quick, guys. Defensive roll, when critically hit, the rogue briefly becomes immune to engagement. Fast runner. Character becomes more fleet and nimble. I don't think we took any. Did we take any of these? Wizard's double, maybe? No. I don't think so. Took all. So let's go. I think we're gonna go defensive bonus against disengagement. Maybe we did take a spell over here. I can't remember. No. Okay. Let's go with defensive roll. No, let's go with fast runner. Let's go with fast runner. Alright. Keep going. Explosives. Insight. Definitely took smoke veil. And definitely took mirrored image, I believe. 2 weapon style. Specialized training increases the character's action speed while using a weapon in each hand. Yeah, we definitely want that. So let's do that. We're gonna take that 2 weapon from our wizard tree. And we're going to take proficiency in swords. Great. Explosives, insight. No, we don't take blinding strike. Dirty fighting we took. Yeah. Dirty fighting. What does that do again? Turning some of their hits into crits. 10% hits converted to crits. That's awesome. That's awesome. Explosives. Insight. One ability for one class. A cloud of heavy fog settles in the minds of those in the area of effect. Dulling senses and wits inflicts penalties to perception, intellect, and resolve. I don't think I saw that before. Bewildering spectacle. Grimoire slam, combusting winds. Blinding. We could take Curse of Blackened Sight, mirrored image. bewildering spectacle. Confusing enemies. Perception, intellect, and resolve. Or what do we have over here? No, nothing we need. Nothing we need. Okay, let's take... We get mirrored image automatically from our illusionist ability, basically. Reflexive mirror, once per encounter. When first attacked, automatically gain the effects of the spell mirrored image. So I don't think we need that again. It's for 60 seconds. Is this passive? No. 3-second cast time. 3-second cast time. 3-second cast time. Well... Three-second cast time. I'm looking for something that's like... quick and easy. Quick and dirty. I think we're gonna... Let's just stack... mirror image. So we can use that more than once per fight. So we get the freebie at the beginning, and then we can cast it again if we want. Later in the fight. Explosives, insight. We did take finishing blow, but not till later, because I think we definitely took riposte. And yeah, we also took finishing blow. Oh, and a level 3 spell here. Lengrath's displaced image. We took that. I'm just reassigning our active and passive skills here, guys. Bear with me for a sec. Yeah, took finishing blow. And we're gonna stack rapier, saber, spear, stiletto. Sure. Explosives, insight. We didn't take strike the bell. Bears fortitude. I think we took snake's reflexes. Yeah. I think we did. Unless there's another spell we really want. I don't think so. No. We're gonna take snake's reflexes. Alright. Continuing on. Explosives, insight. Shadowing Beyond. A rogue travels through the beyond, appearing at a specific location, expertly avoiding the next attack. Afterwards, the rogue is temporarily invisible. The rogue's next rogue attack will paralyze. I think we want this one, because then we can get another sneak attack. Shadowing Beyond. We don't want Withering Strike, do we? The rogue aims for a vital area, weakening the target? No. A level 4 spell. Confusion. I think we took this one. Dimensional Shift. Yep, that was cool. That was cool. Alright. That's it. We're back. Thanks for bearing with me there, guys. I just wanted to reassign our stats there. So we'll save up and continue on. So that's a trap. Yeah, let's go check out what's going on back here. Ooh, level up. Perfect. So Maya has good stealth.
Still as a pond.
Let's see if we can get back here without being seen. Might have to use our boots of leaping boots or whatever they're called. Which are on footmen, I believe. Are these them? Boots of evasion. No, bounding boots. So we're gonna give those to Maya now. She's our stealthy one. And put those on. And then
speak freely.
From here.
Aye aye. Leaving a lantern.
We're gonna find a spot where she can be out of sight. Maybe anywhere. Back here. No. Up on the stairs. There we go. And we're gonna use leap to jump right here. Pause the game and loot. Steal everything you own. Perfect. Obi-Wan taught me that trick. Okay, let's apply this level up to Seraphim. Mechanics and bluff. Ooh, level 5. What did we take last time? Ringleader. Imprints the insidious and powerful compulsion to obey the cipher across all enemies in the area of effect, dominating the target and charming all others. Yes. Echoing Shield causes a reverberating wave to wash over all those near a target ally, granting friendly characters the resolute inspiration and removing concentration from enemies. Tactical Meld connects the cipher's mind with an ally's, granting the cipher and their ally the aware inspiration and increased engagement limit. Nah, I don't think so. Reduces the time it takes to complete a spell's cast. Plus 10% action speed of spells. That's okay. Farcasting, Uncanny Luck. A chance to completely avoid any attack and convert some hits to crits. Tough. I think we're going to give him another spell. Ransacks an enemy's intellect and perception for energy, causing damage to those enemy attributes while boosting the cipher's defense and accuracy. Detonate. Splinters the target's soul with sheer force, inflicting raw damage to them. Near-death targets explode, causing crush damage to all in the area of effect. Echoing Shield. We could do a buff. Or Tactical Mind. Resolute Inspiration for 30 seconds. Plus 5 resolve concentration per 6 seconds. Foe AoE. Immunity to concentration attacks. I don't know. Rapid casting seems good. 10% cast action speed with spells. What is that actually going to do? Cast. So it's only going to knock 0.3 seconds off of each spell cast. Resolute Inspiration. Or granting the cipher and their ally aware inspiration and increased engagement limit. What does aware do? 5 perception, 50% of grazes converted to hits. I think we're gonna go with Echoing Shield. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Something I can do?
Alright, we're all done leveling up, guys?
Sure.
Let's talk to Irwina and the cabin boy.
My. Aren't you a handsome one?
An older woman looks you up and down and smiles, revealing several gold teeth.
Did you need help with something, my dear?
What do you do here?
Isn't it obvious? I entertain, of course.
She does a little shimmy and breaks off with a laugh.
It'll cost you 50 pyres, naturally. And don't let the wrinkles fool you. I'm still young at heart, and I've got more experience than most.
She chuckles. I'm good, thanks. Cabin boy.
What do we have here?
A young man dressed in skin-tight leathers gives you a quick once-over. He must like what he sees because he smiles wide, his lips just parted.
How can I ease your troubles, friend?
What do you do here?
I surprise and delight the clientele.
He winks.
My speciality's oils. Full body rub-downs, right? Fit to leave you limber, clear-headed, and free of the stresses of hard living. I got other skills, of course, should you be looking. And all for a measly 200 pyres.
No thanks. Is he wearing like rubber gloves? What are on his arms? He has like rubber gloves on. That's weird. That's weird, guys.
What for, Cap?
I mean, specialized tools for the job, I guess. Yeah, I'd like to use...
Like a swapped and sparkling, Cap.
I'd like to loot these, please.
Still as a pond.
Get stealthy, girl. Alright, let's loot this room here. See what, ooh. That's a lot of, okay. Just some clothing in there. We don't need that. Alright. That'll do.
Not a problem, Captain.
Alright. A couple of friendlies there. Tierna.
If you're enjoying my performance, tips are welcome but not required. Thank you, loyal patron.
Voice monotone, the wizard examines her nails as she speaks. A hand on her hip, she cocks her head as if she waits for you to speak. Doesn't look like you're enjoying yourself.
I work for a handful of pyres per day. How could I find enjoyment in that?
How did you end up among these pirates?
I was playing dice and gambled on a sure thing. It turned out not to be such a sure thing, and now Harker owns my arse until I can pay off the debt.
She grunts.
Of course, I started off owing him 250, and even though I've paid that twice, now I'm in the hole for 700. The interest rate, this uniform, my food and drinks, they all got added onto my tab at the end of the day.
Give 1 copper. Here's a tip.
Oh, thank you, patron. I'll be debt-free in no time.
Despite her words, she doesn't actually sound appreciative. In fact, she rolls her eyes as she tucks the coin into her pocket. You have lost 1 copper. Huh. Wonder if she'll join our crew. Elias Zelen. You find a lanky blonde elf flipping through a book of Adiran poetry by the artist Skilba. His armor is well worn and well kept, and bears on its breast the image of a double-headed eagle holding a sword and crown. Looking more closely, you notice that with his free hand, he's picking a padlock.
Hello. May I help you?
He catches you looking and gives you a shy smile.
Need anything?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm not sure what there is to tell. I'm a man of adventure, mostly.
Have you had any that would make a good story?
A few. More than I could share in a night, to be sure. There is one that's close to my heart. It led me to my love.
Oh, go on. He nods, pleased.
I was on an expedition into the backwoods of Red Seras when I came across an abandoned town. To my great surprise, I found a tremendous hoard of books in the town priest's cottage.
What's surprising about that?
The Red Serans are conservative folk, more so even than the Adirans. They don't have much use for reading that doesn't come from one of the holy texts of the Church of Aethys. And what a selection of books it was. Every subject represented, even some questionable ones.
Oh my.
I couldn't help but help myself to them. I took as many as I could carry, and I can carry quite a bit. Read them all cover to cover and learned a lot too.
Excellent. I'm just gonna quickly check the stream health here, guys. 1 sec. I think everything's looking good. Yeah. Okay. Sure. 30 frames, 0% dropped. We are cooking with gas. Excellent. Okay.
I tired soon of wandering, so I settled in a small town in the Deerwood and became a tutor for a noble family. Fell in love with the governess, naturally, and I stayed. For a while.
Then what?
Well...
He rubs at the back of his neck and looks away a moment.
I felt a stirring in my bones one day.
In my bones?
I can't explain it. I just woke up, caught sight of the horizon, and had to go. I left my lady wife right there in our marital bed.
He sighs deeply. A look of longing flits across his face, but he stifles it with a quick frown.
I don't know what's waiting for me out here in the Deadfire. But I have hope this will be my biggest adventure yet.
Can you teach me what you've learned in your travels?
Well, you listened to my long tale. I suppose you are owed a trick or two. For the low price of 3,000 copper.
Yeah, these guys. Alright, I want the explosives.
Much obliged.
He digs through his pack and pulls out several locks he's found in his travels. He proceeds to put through your paces. I think that's supposed to be you. Timing how quickly you complete each lock, then demanding that you do it again and faster still. Satisfied you've become a deft hand, he shows you how to build a small explosive with black powder, parchment, and twine. Once you've demonstrated you can create the explosives without getting yourself or anyone else blown up, he wishes you good luck and tells you to get going. Cool. The wall is notched and scarred from countless knife throws that completely miss the target. Wow. Pietro.
Oh, God have mercy on me.
Hunched on his hands and knees, quivering and drenched in sweat, the pirate lets out a pain-filled groan.
Lost my God's damn soul in stupidity. Andre, save me now.
What's wrong with you?
My ship was attacked and boarded by pirate hunters. Didn't know if we'd be able to get away, so I swallowed down my most valuable possession, Gutty's black tear, a gemstone about the size of my fist.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, now it ain't coming out of either end. Been trying all manner of foul concoctions to no effect on account of my stomach being too strong. Years of sailing the storm-racked seas will do that to you. Started feeling an intense pain 2 days ago. I think I might be dying. I can't even crawl no more.
Oh no. What if I just punch you really hard in the stomach? That might get it out. What can I do to help? Let's ask him.
Make me puke. Whatever you're gonna do, just make it happen before this cursed gem kills me. Give me something strong enough to upset even my iron gut. Rosanella's got a stand in the Radiant Court. She's been supplying me with some experimental concoctions.
Experimental.
Tweaking them after. Tell her the last one actually came close to working.
Alright. Rosanella. Speak to Rosanella. We can do this. Alright, I think that's it for this area. Let's just talk to Jacob for a sec about the wizard over there. Oh, nothing. Who did she say her owner was? She owes somebody.
Welcome back, patron. I was playing dice and gambled on a sure
Harker.
thing.
Yeah.
Of course, I started off.
So this is Harker. I guess we can't help her out. Just gonna see if we could maybe pay her debt off and have her join the crew, but not an option. Alright, I think we've explored everything here. Let's head out to the different parts. Radiant Court. Let's go there. And then we'll head up to Balefire Beacon. While that's loading, guys, I'll be right back. I'm just going to take a quick 30-second bio. BRB.
Seraphim, thought we agreed you'd stay out of my head.
I weren't in your head, lad. You think like an ogre snores. Would be a fool and a half not to make sure them thoughts ain't full up of trouble.
What do you think you're gonna find?
Nothing particular, just, anything.
And we're back. Okay. Okay. Radiant Court. Let's check this out. Birna.
Fresh fruit, vegetables, dried goods for long voyages. I got it all right here.
Right here.
What can I stock you up with today?
Show me what you have for sale. Fruit and veggies. Great. Just wonderful. Do we have stuff to clear out of our stash? We do. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah. Oh, we need to give that to Maya. We need to give that to Maya. Yep. Keep it going. Fine warbow. Yep. Okay, we're gonna keep those grimoires. Get rid of pretty much all of this stuff. Great. That's a ring. We don't need that. Drunkard's Regret Right. Immune to hangovers. So good. I'm not sure about these gloves. 15% of misses converted to grazes with proficient weapon. I'm just gonna keep that in case there's somebody who doesn't have a glove. All right. We can get rid of some of these books as well that have value. Anything that has a value of 16, I think we can get rid of. 0 copper. I think those items can be quest items, so great. 30,000. Not a bad haul. Not a bad haul from the fruit and veggie vendor. All right.
Condra's gills. There's no hope.
Condra, what's up?
That was a disaster of epic proportions if ever I directed one.
One sec here, guys. Here we go. Arms flailing wildly before her, the stage performer shoos the other actors from the set.
A typhoon couldn't have cleared out our audience faster.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? I'll tell you what, everything.
Oh.
My troop's coming apart at the seams. We're short on cash, we're low on people, and we've run plumb dry on enthusiasm.
She ticks the points on her fingers.
We haven't drawn a decent crowd in more than a fortnight. And it ain't like pirates are hard to please. That's how you know the show really stinks.
Aye.
But I think I know what the problem is. We've got a lack of flair. If only I could hire more talented performers. I just know my play would take off.
I'll help you.
Really? Well, that's great. Then we could...
Abruptly, her eyes narrow, her dark brows furrowing with heavy suspicion.
Wait a tick. Why would you help me? What do you get out of this?
I don't see anyone else helping you, do you? I expect to cut the profits, of course. I'd really like to see how the play turns out. Let's go with that one.
With you helping me acquire the right talent, I'd wager it's going to be phenomenal.
Great.
I'm in desperate need of 2 more performers. A wizard for one, plus any oaf big enough to pose as Aethys.
I know exactly who.
I happen to know a wizard of the finest skill set who already performs here in Dunwich, Diana at the King's Coffin. But unfortunately, I got no idea of where we might find a suitable Aethys.
How about the blind guy?
Get me the right people for the parts, and I promise you'll be pleased with your investment. I'll turn us a profit or die trying.
All right.
That's her!
There's Rosanella. Yngfrith.
Looking for...
As you approach Yngfrith, she tenses but does not run. Her eyes go wide when she meets your own, shoulders high and hunted look etched in her long face. Modwir strains in your grasp, pulling desperately toward the figure in the crowd. That's our sword. This is her owner then.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm a friend, or I could be. I'm here at Modwir's request. We have a mutual acquaintance. I tend to make you pay for your crimes. Let's use our diplomacy.
I had thought... I hoped to never...
She rubs a shaking hand across her eyes, which are red-rimmed and bloodshot.
Why did you bring it here?
She sinks back against the stone of the doorway and hangs her head.
You said you would come back for me, but you never did.
Modwir's voice is unsteady. Strained, it pulls toward Yngfrith, as if it were a needle, and she a lodestone.
Alone for all those years, picked up and discarded by countless strange hands, hoping every time that they might be yours. What did I do wrong?
It was no fault of yours. It is I who am to blame.
Yngfrith kneels and lays a scarred, tentative hand on the flat of Modwir's blade. You clearly care for Modwir. What happened?
It was shame.
Yngfrith runs her fingers lightly down the length of the blade. Modwir leans into her touch, warms beneath it.
I was born a cipher. As a young woman, I was apprenticed to a master animancer. He was keen to refine the art of housing souls, and he believed someone of my abilities might be an asset to his aim. My parents made a pretty copper on that deal.
She spits on the ground and grimaces.
When I left him, I took Modwir with me. I thought it was my responsibility to look after it. I decided that my penance for Modwir's creation would be to hunt those who used animancy for terrible ends.
You did your penance how? At least you realized it was your fault. Most don't. Let's just say nothing.
For a time, I took a position with Dunreed Row in Defiance Bay. I saw things that haunt my nights still. With every unscrupulous animancer brought to justice, my guilt grew, knowing I was their equal in evils done.
She shifts her weight from foot to foot, unable to meet your eyes.
I fled for Deadfire to the Principe.
Deadfire.
But I was too naive to know that shame has fleet feet. It devoured me. I thought if Modwir were gone, I might finally be free of my shame. How foolish I was. But what of you? What do you want?
She takes an unsteady breath and turns her attention back to Modwir.
I don't remember my life before, so I can't hate you for stealing it from me. I don't know if I will ever be able to forgive your betrayal, but...
The sword leans heavily on Yngfrith, pressing its hilt into her thigh.
I would still prefer to stay with Yngfrith if she would have me.
I don't really want to give this sword up, but... Alright, if that's what you want.
But I care for you as well.
The sword leans away from Yngfrith and toward you. It presses into your leg.
I have to wonder, what'll happen to me after both of you die? Can my soul even return to the wheel? Though I've only known life as a weapon and I've no desire to die, neither do I want to live forever. I'm only a weapon. A tool. And even though you're still a ham-handed halfwit, I trust you. So you decide.
Modwir's welfare is your responsibility. I'll take up Yngfrith's duty to Modwir if she's so determined to abdicate it. Stay with me. Stabbing monsters wouldn't, without you wouldn't be the same. could release its spirit, but I kind of want to keep it. Let's stay with me, stabbing let's go with the sentimental approach here. Stabbing monsters without you wouldn't be the same.
I'm never happier than when we're covered in blood.
Motor takes a deep, shuddering breath. I think everybody's happy with that.
I'll stay with you. If you'll have me.
Great.
Then things will remain as they should be.
Yngrith touches the flat of the blade with something akin to reverence.
Be well, Moldweir.
Alright. That worked. As Yngrith turns to leave, she walks slowly, as if waiting for someone to call after her, but Moldweir says nothing, and neither do you. You feel a feather-light touch on your mind. Countless voices swell, and their ethereal tongues speak only apologies. Then, like the breeze, they're gone. Soulbinder. Moldweir's soul remains in the world, but it is no longer bound exclusively to the Watcher. Moldweir has been placed in the stash and can now be bound to anyone. Oh, does that mean we lose all of its benefits? No, it still has everything. That's awesome. It also got true independence, immune. What does this do? Immune to intellect afflictions, I see. A subset of enemies may be immune to one or more damage types. In these cases, the defender will never take damage of that type. I think they messed that up. Will never take any damage of that type. However, secondary effects that are applied separately from the damage can still affect the target. So this makes us immune to intellect afflictions such as confused, charmed, and dominated. Wow. And we can enchant it now? Holy moly. Yeah. Let's do it. Legendary. So we can increase damage to 60% from 45. More accuracy, more penetration. 30,000 copper. That's expensive. We're not going to do that. We are not going to do that quite yet. But that's sweet that we have that now. And that anyone can use it. That is sweet. Well, there you go. There's the end of that story. There's the end of that story. Alright, let's talk to Rosanella. One sec here, guys. I just want to test something real quick. I feel like we had a little host here from Twitch Blue Cat, so thank you for that host. But I didn't hear a notification sound. So I'm wondering if that was intentional or if our notification sounds aren't popping up. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. I guess we'll just have to wait for the next one. Yeah, I won't waste your time with that. Okay, let's talk to Rosanella.
So you're the captain the old port's been talking about?
Aye.
Aye. You do look like a fearsome sort.
She slaps.
Welcome to Dunwich.
She slaps a hand under the bar top with a hearty laugh.
What are you having? I'll pour you a double.
Pietro sent me to you.
Ah, I guess the last concoction I made for him didn't do the trick then. Poor bastard.
Poor bastard. Poor guy.
There's one last tincture recipe I know that won't kill him. Probably. It's called Andra's Bile, but I don't have all the ingredients in stock.
Of course you don't.
You'll need a rotten hagfish, an unripened palm stone, and a vial of fire kelp extract. Have him mix it all with a half tankard of grog, and well, hope for the best.
Where can I find the ingredients?
Check the barrels around Lifter's Refuse for the rotten hagfish. You might be able to find unripened palmstone for sale somewhere in Radiant Court.
She pours a drink, but rather than passing it to a patron, she downs it herself.
Harker in the King's Coffin usually keeps some fire kelp extract on hand for special purposes. Be careful when dealing with that one.
Why do I need to get rotten hagfish and not regular hagfish?
The goal is to make him vomit, remember? A rotting hagfish produces a special oil once it reaches a certain level of decay.
All right. What do you know about the floating hangman? Her eyes go wide and she fumbles a bottle of spirits, spilling rum all over the counter.
No one survives the floating hangman, or so they say. It's the ship of the dead. You spy it on the horizon, you flee as fast as you can.
All right, show me what you got. Any items? Oh, okay. Thanks.
Speak freely.
So, we have to head back to the inn to get the fire kelp. Let's just finish talking with everybody around here.
You carry yourself like a person well acquainted with violence.
Indeed.
Care to put your skills to use for a good cause? And some coin?
Yep.
Hmm?
She dances a coin across her knuckles, mirth a bright glint in her eyes. Tell me about the cause you mentioned.
It's simple enough. The firebrand commanded by Captain Henqua once plagued the Deadfire. The skill and brutality of Henqua's crew was the stuff of legends.
Desiro flicks a coin she's holding and snatches it from the air with a grin. Up close, it's clearly a swolnet.
Legendary nightmares, more like. After how they did the crew with a virtuous reward. Even that bastard Benwith wanted nothing to do with them.
But pirate legends don't live long. Some months ago, an alliance of Neketaka pirate hunters managed to corner the firebrand and sink her off the coast of Tikawara. They confirmed Captain Henqua's death, but her senior crew members escaped unscathed. And now it seems like bringing the firebrand's crew to justice doesn't matter to anyone but me.
Even in the low light, you can see a vein throbbing at her temple. Her voice drops to a low growl.
So I want you to kill them. And I'll pay you out of my own pocket if you do.
I'll hunt down those pirates. Who am I looking for?
The firebrand had a mascot. A useless little bastard who's taken to calling himself Lord Admiral Imp. He's not terribly dangerous on his own, but he's keen to make a nuisance of himself wherever he goes.
She rubs the bridge of her nose and sighs.
Last I heard, Lord Admiral Imp was making himself comfortable in Queen's Berth. You'll find him there with a few zarups and constructs, the little buggers convinced to follow him. Bless their simple hearts.
It's probably in the dark cupboard. That, magic shop. Who's next on your list?
You'll be taking down Lady Ipiro, Captain Henqua's former first mate and a rumored lover. She's a cipher, and a dangerous one at that.
Okay.
Ipiro maintains an estate in Serpent's Crown in Neketaka. But I wouldn't recommend you rush in muzzles blasting and swords held high. She keeps a number of bodyguards on her payroll.
She winks, all smiles. Got it.
You'll be going after Katren, the firebrand's resident wizard.
There's 3.
Rumor has it, she was once an apprentice to Arkemir before turning pirate.
Okay.
Last I heard, Katren and her sundry little minions could be found lazing about the sacred stair here in Neketaka at night. No idea where she disappears off to during the day.
Okay. Who's the last target?
I have a challenge for you, my friend. And his name is Torkar, leader of the Firebrand's boarding parties. He's an ogre, with a reputation for cleverness and cruelty both.
4 bounties.
I've even heard tell it was Torkar who was behind the Firebrand's most successful tactics, not Henqua. Torkar was last seen at Lifte's refuge here in Dunwich, dead set on joining a crew, or assembling his own. I trust you won't let that happen.
She cocks one dark eyebrow in question. Alright, sounds like you've got a grudge against the Firebrand's crew.
It's nothing personal. The crew earned their reputation through murder and thievery, and it would make me sick to see them regain an ounce of their power.
She tries for a nonchalant shrug, but it comes off looking like she's got a sore shoulder instead. Insight. As she speaks, Desiro removes a small swolnet from her pocket and polishes the surface with the corner of her shirt. Her features soften like she's visiting an old memory. Then she stuffs the coin back in her pocket with a barely audible sigh. You're not telling me everything.
You've a keen eye, my friend. I reserve a bit of the Firebrand story for myself, and you'll excuse me if I don't plan to share it. Let's keep business strictly business, huh?
Okay.
Happy hunting.
She nods and gives you a showy wink.
I'm listening.
Stray dog! Hemp. What do you do? +1 constitution. +5 fortitude party-wide. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What's Chauncey doing again? 5% incoming hits converted to grazes from weapons. I like that. Let's stick with Chauncey the pig.
Give me the order.
Let's stick with Chauncey. Pirate. Romasso. Talk to me, my dude.
Welcome to my emporium. Whatever you need, I sell.
Okay.
What would you like to buy today?
You own all these stalls?
I do now. I started out with only one stall and eventually branched out, buying out my competitors one by one.
Started from the bottom. Show me what you have for sale. Cool. Pale hide. Light armor, legendary quality. Base armor rating 9 versus damage types. Recovery time plus 20%. Additional effects, legendary. Winter coat, +3 shock and freeze armor rating. Clad and miss, 15% of incoming hits converted to grazes. It's pretty good. It's pretty good from one item. 35,000, now that's half of our copper. I don't think we can afford that right now. Eagle blade, two-handed a stock. Superb. What does this do? Vehemence. Scoring a crit grants +2 accuracy and 5% action speed, stacks 4 times. It's pretty good. Bounding strike. Scoring a hit on a near-death target also damages nearby enemies. Interesting. No, I don't think that's for us. I don't think that's for us. Yeah, I'll take this pry bar. And nothing else. Cool. Some fishes. Coel Marcellus. The first thing you notice about this man is the nature of his attire. Loud, in clashing reds and purples, bright as a peacock. On a second glance, you see that he's tall and lanky, boyishly handsome in an unkempt way, with a trim beard and a friendly smile. He hums a little tune to himself as he watches the passerby.
My good sir, hello.
Hello. He gives you a frightfully cheery wave and beckons you closer.
Whatever might I do for you?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm certain there's no need to tell you, observant as you no doubt are, that I am an actor.
He says the last bit with a flourish and takes an extravagant bow.
Stage, tavern, street corner. They are as much my home as where I lay my head at night. So, I travel Eora, looking for opportunities to share my gifts with the grateful masses, wherever that may lead me.
Listen.
The common folk do so love an actor. We bring mystery and excitement to their otherwise dreary lives. Yes, you could say we're doing the gods' work.
This feels like a reference to Tobias Funke from Arrested Development. I am an actor. As he speaks, you notice that the toes of his soft boots are worn thin. A closer inspection reveals that his robes are unraveling at the hems and are well patched at the elbows, too. You're broke, aren't you?
How dare you? But you're not wrong, to my great chagrin. Times have been tough of late, what with the giant statues smashing up the place, and few in the Deadfire have coin to spare besides. It's quite difficult, you know, living as I do. On occasion, foolish folk will take my act for reality. I've thrice been run out of a town for impersonating a foreign dignitary. Damn fools don't understand the blistering wit of my satire, I tell you. I had to learn to protect myself as a result, though I must admit, what martial skills I've got aren't of use for much more than fighting off wolves, or throttling a thief with designs on my satchel. Thank the gods, I hardly ever need to use them. I could talk myself out of nearly anything, you know.
You sure can talk, I'll give you that.
Well, thank you. I must say it's gratifying to be recognized for one's talents. All things being equal, I'd much rather recite a sonnet than swing an axe, but a man's got to make his way in the world any way he can.
Can you teach me what you've learned in your travels as a performer?
I would be honored. But a man needs to make a living, you know. So, for my services, how about 3,000 copper?
For bluff and streetwise, I don't think we need those. No, I don't think so.
You know where to find me if you change your mind.
Okay.
May luck accompany you on the road, my friend.
Thank you. I will not be changing my mind. Not a doubt in my mind. Let's grab some stuff. Great.
My old captain was a drinker from the day he was born to the day he died.
Beautiful song.
Always he was rail thin. He wound up with a wooden leg, 26 ships and a bilious fever. Sunrise is a woe, doves. The
She's
coming
awesome.
horizon is a sea-sized ruin.
Alright, the pirate cuts a glance to the side and about to jaunty music, she bobs her head to the beat. She's awesome. My respects to you, Casita de Mesa.
Welcome to the treasure trove, sailor.
A strapping godlike blinks between the swollen, crusty tumors lining her eyes. Her lips crack, weeping a sappy substance as she speaks.
Anything in my trove catches your eye, you let me know. All right.
Alright, show me what you have for sale. Sun and moon. Flail one-handed. Arcing blows. 10% of grazes converted to hits. Legendary. Twin gods. Hits twice, but with reduced damage. Sun adds 25% burn damage. Moon adds 25% freeze damage. Celestial attunement. Grants celestial attunement day and night. During the day, the wielder receives increased power level for fire attacks. During the night, the wielder receives increased power levels for frost attacks. It's kind of cool. It's a cool weapon. We're not going to use it, but it's cool. Squid's Grasp. Let's see. One-handed rapier, legendary, 16 to 22 piercing damage. Accurate, legendary, at the ready, cannot be flanked. Squid's Escape grants Squid's Escape. Breaks engagement and expertly avoids the next attack, diving out of range to specific locations. So that's basically like our rogue ability. Calmo's Curse. Calmo's Lingering Resentment inflicts major defense penalties to nearby allies against intellect afflictions. Cool. Rekfu's Stained Grasps. Death Denied. Grants Death Denied. Wearer is immune to constitution afflictions while they carry one or more injuries. Meh. Mirror Back. Parabolic Weave. 10% of chance to reflect against spells. Visual Refraction. Plus 5 deflection against ranged weapons. Plus 2 stealth. Ooh. That's nice. That's a good cape. Void Word. Let's check that out. Soulbearer. Minus 25% raw damage taken. Blackened Core. Plus 2 corrode armor rating. It's not that good. I like that cape. We could give that to Seraphine or Maya. I think Maya, because she's the stealthy one. But she has a good... the walking cloak. What is he wearing? Nothing. So we could give him Maya's cape. Let's grab this cape. And we'll give that to Maya. Alright. Iridescent Scale. Medium armor. Superb. Elemental Disruption. Plus 10 to all defenses against elemental damage. That's good. Coalescing Force grants Conjure Greater Blight once per rest. It's good. It's good. Do we need to conjure Greater Blight though? Base armor rating 10. What's she currently wearing? Light armor, base armor rating 6. No. What's he wearing? Medium armor. Yeah, we do need some armor upgrades, but I don't know. I don't think that's the one. I just don't think that's the one. Cloak of Protection? Does everyone have a cloak? Cloak of greater protection. The Magnificent Escape. We have that one. Cloak of deflection she has. Yeah. Okay. What about rings? Should we pick up another ring? I think we're gonna find a ring. I think we'll find a ring. We're gonna be tight with our funds here. But we are gonna buy that cloak. That cloak is good. Alright, Maya, let's put your new cloak on. Give that to Seraphine. Or do we want to give Seraphine this cloak? No, we want her to have the stealth. Yeah, okay. Oh, that is mirror-like. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. Great, great, great.
Oh, I'll give her a bad rap.
Great, great, great.
Captain, you're crossing a line.
What? Why are we crossing a line? I thought we were friends. Okay. I think that just about does it for that area. So let's head back to
Give me the order.
that first area and hire the actors that we know are there at the Lifter's Refuge. At the Lifter's Refuge. We'll go there.
Ishi, how much of the captain's hardtack have you eaten? You're gonna make yourself sick again, foolish bird.
Barquami,
Have a pity and toss me a pyre, will you?
how would you feel about playing the part of Aethys on stage?
What? I'm no actor. And besides, I can't barely see nothing as it is.
Believe me, you're perfect for the role.
You really think so?
He raises his chin up, tilting his face side to side as if examining himself in a non-existent mirror.
Maybe I do have a mug made for the stage. I sure got the voice for it, eh?
Aye.
Turn me in the right direction, and I'll make me way to the Radiant Court.
Okay. So we found him. Now we need to go to the King's Coffin to find the wizard, the dancing wizard. The dancing wizard. Taarna.
Welcome back, patron. I so hope you enjoy the performance.
Face bland with a bored expression, the wizard sighs heavily after speaking. A hand on her hip, she cocks her head as if to wait for you to speak. Calandra needs you for her play.
I'd be happy to go back working for her, except I owe Harker over there a good deal of money.
She jerks her head toward the far end of the bar.
Stupid dice went cold at the wrong time. Until I pay him what I owe, 700 pyres, I'm not going anywhere.
Is there anything else I can do to get you out?
Talk it over with Harker. Maybe you'll be feeling generous.
She snorts as if she's made a joke.
A more likely possibility is he'll try and put a knife between your ribs. Assuming he doesn't, or you survive it, you ought to know he hides his money in his private quarters. Would be a shame if someone stole it.
Give 700 copper. Here, pay off your debt. What can you tell Harker? Tell me again, stopping you from moving space. Okay. Let's talk with Harker. I think these are his private quarters up here, and we have already stolen his money. So let's see if we can haggle him down a bit.
What can I do for you?
Got any fire kelp extract for sale? Let's make sure we get this first.
Sure do. And at a generously discounted price too. 250 pies.
Holy smokes. Never mind.
What can I do for you?
Well, let me see if I can steal it from him. Let's see what I can steal from him. Our stealth isn't great. Let's try Maya.
Not a problem, Kishi. Quiet time.
Right here. Right here? There we go. Let's do a little leap looting with Maya. Oh, we leap looted too close. Dang. Alright, we'll try and stealth over this time. Try and stealth over this time.
I'm here.
Let's send Footman in.
At once.
Yeah, Fire Cup Extract, Dunnage Tavern Owner Key. Yoink. Alright, we got the Fire Cup Extract for free. That is what we wanted. Yeah, his private quarters, I don't think... Let's just send, I think these are them. They were just closed in there. We got from there the copper. Let's see here. A blanket is stained with what you hope is dried ale. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, there's no other, like, quarters in here to explore, is there? Oops. It's just back here, but I don't think there's anything back here. Okay. We got the Fire Cup Extract. Let's try and pay this guy off.
What can I do for you?
I'll pay off Tyrannus' debt.
Got to you, did she? The woman can spot a soft-hearted mark from 50 paces. Like a sixth sense or something. Remarkable.
Ahaha. We have a long-term goal here. Long-term goal here. He nods to you conspiratorially, as if he didn't just imply you were a sucker easily parted from your money. Maya smirks and folds her arms.
Here's the thing, though. It's more profitable for me to keep her under my thumb, so sweet as your offer is.
Oh, we got that host from Electrical Skateboard. Thank you, my man. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome,
Unless
welcome,
there's
welcome.
Something else you need? I think we're done here.
He turns away and begins fiddling with something beneath the bar. As he does, you spy red-handled pistols stuffed into the band of his breeches. Will you take something else in exchange for her freedom?
If I wanted something else, I'd have asked for it.
Our diplomacy's not high enough, and our intimidate's not high enough. Oh, hello there, DJ Rico DK. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for popping by. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's go up to 1400. What if I double the money?
Look at you, big spender. Word of caution now. You don't want to look too desperate around here. Pirates can sniff that out easy as stink on fish.
Hey, Nick appeared. Ciao. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. You've lost 1400 copper. Worth?
Tyrannus free to go.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for popping by. I am a new streamer, so I appreciate all the lurkers, followers, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We are playing Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, having a blast. We're doing a little bit of voice acting, reading the quest text out for you guys, and just straight up loving the game, so hope you enjoy it.
Endless thanks for taking care of my debt. See you at the play.
Why are you still dancing? I just freed you. Okay. I think that's all we need to do. Let's head back to the Radiant Court and talk to the director. Several brutish-looking thugs emerge from the nearby alley. Oh boy. That thug life, you know? Hey, Paratus TV. Hello. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Howdy. Howdy, howdy.
Well, if it isn't Arca's new business partner, that's quite a lot of coin you two exchanged.
What's it to you?
Everyone knows Arca's aiming to come out of retirement and slice off a bigger part of dunnage for himself. Maybe he even wants to steal a seat on the council. We can't be letting someone of your reputation back him, now can we? Think I'll send him your head, as a reminder to stick to selling grog and flea-infested beds.
I'd like to see you try.
My back's about broke as it is.
Alright, so let's get into the fight. What do we have? Pistolier, Thug, Pistolier, Thug, Aemond the Fox. Alright, so we're going to send our tank over there. We are not going to open up with a fireball. We're going to go with this Cloud Veil. And then we're going to go backstab this Pistolier. Chody, you can head over here with the Thug. We're going to take an evasive fire with Maya over here. And let Seraphim do his thing. Let's go.
Still got it.
Let's see how Footman does. Boom, 77 damage. Good job, Footman. Good job, my friend. Looks like Footman wants to cast a fireball. I don't see why you'd want to do that.
Come on.
Oof. That was pretty good, actually. That was pretty good. Jolting touch. DJ Rico DK. PogChamp, my friend. Oh, Seraphin's taking some damage. Alright. Here we go. Easy peasy. Wet and sleazy.
What can I do?
That laughter is our weapon, Modweir. It is a person, a soul trapped inside a sword. There we go. Ring of Minor Protection. We needed that. Boots of the Stone. +1 Dex, +1 Resolve, resistance to Might Afflictions. Excellent. Fine Saber. Great. So we're going to put that ring on Maya. And I think we're going to look at these boots, and the rest can go in the stash. Let's have a quick look here. We got ambushed. +8 reflex or +1 resolve resistance to might afflictions. +1 dex. Hey, Nick appeared. Thanks so much for that follow. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you. Boots of Stone. Let's put those on instead. And then I think our reflex boots, we can give those to Seraphim. Boots of Evasion. Give those to Seraphim. Yeah, thanks, Nickapir. Much appreciated. Those follows are a big deal for new streamers. So being a new streamer, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. That's huge. Thank you for your support. Great. Great,
Yes?
great, great.
Of course.
Great, great, great. Hey, who's that? Macandark. Thank you so much for the follow as well. Must have heard my plea. My humble plea. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for the follows. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. And thank you. Alright, we're just looking around for pets. Sometimes there's pets that you can find in these areas, so let's continue on. We're headed over to the Radiant Court. To the Radiant Court. Thanks for those follows, guys. Thank you, thank you.
Shoti, about earlier, and me saying I ain't seen nothing in your forts.
You saw the terrors in my head.
Here we go.
Apologies on the bent truth. It can't be what I do.
Suppose I can forgive a friend a time or two. If you're willing to help me, in exchange, I mean.
Well, I ain't one for knowing gods and prophecies, but I can be sharing with you the ancient pirate's secret for sleeping like a babe, if that be of interest to you.
Rum.
Of course, I wouldn't mind a reprieve, just for a night or a few. If you got something, tell me.
Rum.
Barrels of rum.
Drink it till you see free of me, and you'll be sleeping through Kraken attacks.
Alright, Calandra.
Thanks muchly for bringing Taerna back to us. Her storm and weather spells will really strike an atmosphere for the play.
Perfect.
And now that we've got a real big brute for Aethys, we can put on a proper play. Stick around for the performance. I think you'll be plenty pleased.
She spreads her hands as if about to take a bow, but instead she snaps her fingers together and the stage darkens behind her, signaling the start of the show. I hope I'm pleased, like 1,400 copper pleased, because that's what it cost me to get her out of the...
Ladies and gentle pirates, and
Bond.
rapscallions too, You are in for the truest of mental treats.
Mental treats.
Without further ado, I present the Green Menace. Let us begin with our valiant new blood crews. The Lusty Rudder and Fortune's Folly. 2 ships adrift at sea for weeks and weeks on a venture most daring, in search of the uncharted islands.
Woe and torture. Months at sea with no treasure to show for it. You sure these uncharted islands exist, Captain? We ain't seen land for days.
Were they easy to find, they'd be called the Chartered Islands, wouldn't they? If you're
Land
thinking
ho!
to mutiny...
Land ho! Got a lumpy-looking island coming on the horizon.
This is epic. This is some good acting right here. Awkward
That's
pause.
No island. That be the Green Menace. We are doomed for sure.
Oh my.
Souls and gold and glory, you will give these to me. For I am a god among gods, and a true menace upon the seas. Souls and gold and glory. Blame the Dawn Stars, for they have summoned me.
For us it will.
And now
Alondra, take me now.
I must feed.
Wow. They're all talking over each other. I think they could work on their timing a little bit.
And that's the story of how Aethys sank a fleet of our best tars. Like the floating hangman, you see the Green Menace coming, you sail the other way. Thank you. Donations and gratuity are greatly appreciated. They love us, do you see?
Amazing.
They god's damned loved us thanks to you.
Hey, Pikono Boku. What did I miss? Welcome back. Well, you just missed an amazing performance. But yeah, we've left Nekataka and we've headed over to the town of Dunnage. So we're just doing some quests there, watching a little play that we helped produce, and then we're gonna set sail and start heading out for some bounties. So you didn't miss too much. You didn't miss too much, but yeah, welcome back. How you doing today? You gained 1,500 copper. Perfect. Perfect. We got our money back. That's what we needed.
Thanks again for your help. We couldn't have done it without you.
It's true. It's true. She's not wrong. Okay, so we found the fire cup. We gotta finish this potion quest. What else do we need here? Iron gut. So we need the rotten hagfish. One of the merchants in the Radiant Court might have unripened palm stones for sale. Okay. We have the fire kelp extract. So we need rotten hagfish and unripened palm stones. Radiant Court. I acquired a rotten hag. Okay, so we have the rotten hagfish. Radiant Court is where we need to go.
Absolutely.
To one of the merchants. Oh, we're at the Radiant Court. Right. It's probably the guy over here. Ramasso.
You return.
Hi.
Oh, you're quite the troublemaker, I've heard. I hope I stay on your good side.
He laughs nervously.
What would you like to buy today?
Show me what you have for sale. I need unripened palm stones. Palm slats? No. Alright, you don't have it. Who else does have it? One of the merchants here. You don't sell anything. Do you sell things? No. A treasure trove, perhaps? There's a godlike in here, I think. There's a godlike in here. Dimasa.
I suppose it can't be helped.
So our charted routes were destined to cross again, eh?
Aye.
Got a bit of a wayward wind feel about you. I'll be keeping an eye on you, I will.
All right.
Anything in my trove catches your eye, you let me know. All right.
All right. Let me see. We're looking for unripened palm something. Unripened palm. Nope, she doesn't have it. Okay. Oh, looked like there was another merchant down there. Maybe I missed. There's stairs. I just noticed that. Let's head down here. What's down here? Hey, man. Ado, Captain. Despite appearances, these stacks of luminous Adra contain only brightly colored sand. Alright. Let's do a little looting. Ooh, some scrolls. Let's get Maya out of sight here. Wait for this guy to finish his rotation. There we go.
I'll get that for you.
Oh, Seraphin's got to unlock it first. Let's get him to unlock it first.
Furry, but they're ever so nimble.
Locked. Yes, I am aware. Okay, so it's too... Oh, Demessa came down here. It's too high level, so we can't. Let's write a little note for ourselves then. Let's write a little note for ourselves. Chests. Demessa's... I think it's called the Treasure Trove, this place. The Treasure Trove. Dunnage. Mechanics 13, I think. Is that what it says? Yeah, 13.
Captain.
All right. Let's see if we can.
Quietly now.
Let's see if we can loot her. I'm trying to pick her pockets. There is also this little chest right here.
I don't be supposed swapped in sparkling.
So why can he do that one but not this one? Oh, maybe he doesn't have the party assist. Maybe he just wasn't close. Maybe Maya just wasn't close enough. Can you do it now?
My fingers be fat and furry.
Or maybe Footman needs to be close enough.
What for, Cap?
Party assist.
I don't be supposing we could blow it up.
Everybody? Let's get everybody over here.
I don't be supposing we
No,
could,
I don't know why. This
blow
one's
it up.
13. We can't do it. Or we could do it, but this one is 13 and we could not do it. So, odd. Alright, let's send Footman over here and try and loot this. Nice. Necklace of fireballs. Got it. Got it.
Certainly.
Alright, let's try and pick her pockets.
Let's take a look.
Let's try and pick her pockets.
What's on your mind, cutie?
Cutie patootie. Nothing. We don't need that. Okay.
Aye, aye.
Cool. Well, at least we found that area. At least we found that area. Okay. There's got to be another merchant here somewhere. What about right here? This looks like a merchant stall. Or Birna. You must have it.
A repeat customer. I like your type.
I like your type.
What can I stock you up with today?
I need unripened palm stone. Unripened palm stone. You have palm stones. Is that what I need? I'm just gonna buy these. Fire kelp. I don't think that's it. We need palm stones of the unripened variety. Are they in your basket? Perhaps. Trying to loot this basket. Let's see. There it is. Maya could leap loot it if she had the boots on still. So we need to get this palm stone.
Absolutely.
How are we gonna do that? Let's see here. Let's see if Maya can get super stealthy somehow.
You were saying?
Can you go back here? No. Gotta find a spot where she can't be seen. How about over here? Is that working? Nope. Well, up here for sure. I just don't know if brushing by her is going to trigger us breaking from stealth. Let's see. Yeah. So I gotta come from this side somehow. How about up on stage here? Actor. How are we gonna do this?
What's on your mind?
From down here, I guess. Alright, let's try from down here. This might work. Yeah. Got it. Alright, Rosanella, we got the stuff.
If it's a drink you're wanting, I got enough grog stock to drown a shark. What are you having? I'll pour you a double.
Don't we have everything? Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Let's have a quick look. Iron Gut. Return to Iron Gut Pietro. Bring the ingredients of Andres bottle to Pietro at the king's coffin and dunnage, and then stand way back. Okay.
You were saying?
So I thought she had to make it into a potion or something, but she doesn't. King's coffin. All right, let's see what happens here. Andres bile. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Damn my gut. Just kill me now.
Skin, pasty, upper lip beaded with sweat. The sailor sways and moans.
Lost my God's damn soul and stupidity. Andre, save me now.
Give him the ingredients for Andres bile. Rosanella says this should work. Hands trembling, Pietro hastily mixes the contents into a wooden mug half filled with water. With a final nervous swallow, he lifts the mug to his lips and downs the concoction. After several moments, nothing happens, and he shakes his head. Expression grim.
Oh.
But then he goes white as a sheet. His throat mottles red, and his mouth pops open in a little oh of surprise.
Oh, God! He's coming out the other end now!
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Iron Gut scoops up the vomit-coated gemstone. He looks to be what looks to be a black pearl the size of a small rock. He gives a quick wipe down before thrusting it into your hands. You have gained an item, black pearl. The item was put into your stash. Thanks.
Oh, now, if you'll excuse me, I need a change of bottoms.
Biting back occurs, he hurries off. All right.
Is this fun for you? Just say the word.
Task completed. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. I think those are those little tasks there. Bunch of bounties. Anything else in this area? Location. Oh my gosh, this is so much better. I didn't realize you could sort quests by location. Perfect. Dunnage. So we just have the bounty, which is too hard for us right now in dunnage. So that's such a useful tool. Oh my gosh. I spent so much time looking through the quest journal. All right, let's head to the last part of dunnage and just the Balefire Beacon, which is because we haven't been there yet. There might be a quest or two up here. Let's check it out. Chorus, Captain. To the Balefire Tower. Alright, let's just head right down the pipe here. I'm just trying to be thorough. Let's just head right down the pipe. Two-eyed Pim. What's up, my dude?
Much ado to you, Casita.
The captain flourishes his sweeping bow. When he bends forward, a golden swalnet slips from his collar to dangle on the end of its chain. He tucks it away as he straightens, but not before you notice the etching on its front side. It marks him as the third captain on the Consueglo Mescasitas.
A word of advice. Guard your back in dunnage. You have not yet carved a name for yourself or your crew. Yet you choose to swim in a sea of sharks. Should one take a bite, the Consuelo will not intervene. Elsewise, how might I be of assistance?
Oh, okay. Show him been with Swolnet. I want 4th seat on the Consuelo Mescasita. Sure.
The Consuelo will need to vote on it. But with your reputation, and if you vanquished Benwith, as appears to be the case, I do believe you are the most qualified to take his place, Huck. I will speak with Ferrante so that he may consider the matter further.
Perfect.
You have my ear, Casita. Of what do you wish to discuss today?
Is there someone or someplace I should avoid while in Dunnage?
You may have noticed a divide between old blood and the new, by which I mean those who descended from or otherwise hold Old Valia in grand esteem, and the varied enough and uncouth recruits we have since brought into the fold. I assure you, the latter was supremely by necessity, though perhaps I'm ill-equipped to throw stones. As a Casita of some repute, you will be most welcome in the King's coffin. But you should watch yourself throughout the Radiant Court.
All right, farewell.
Speak freely.
So he's going to talk to Ferrante for
Let's
us. Is this where Ferrante is? Oh, there he is. There he is. Let's just explore the rest of this ledge here before we talk to Ferrante, just for thoroughness.
What did you find, Ishi?
We can loot everything while we can. Thank you. Looting all your stuff. Cool. This chest is not lootable. Is there another room across the hall? Nope, just takes us up to the tower. Alright, let's chat with Ferrante. Let's chat with Ferrante.
Ah, Watcher. Good, you have arrived.
Chin jutting upward, he grants you a winsome smile. His left cheek dimple as the smile spreads to show teeth.
Ahoy there yourself, Captain. What do I be but a pretty bit of man meat to dangle from a wrist? As easily forgotten as set aside.
Man meat, arms akimbo, and head askance. Seraphim smirks.
I know that dimple. Had you in my sights once, but you bent down to lace your boot.
Seraphim frowns, brow knitting.
It's the ones who get away that hurt the most.
Maya glances away and sighs.
A coincidence, surely.
Expression tight, he eyes the rifle strapped to her back. Ferrante rubs his thumb over his golden swalnet, violent thoughts gliding over his face like dark clouds. Then he smiles, but it's a vicious expression, more than a pleasant one.
A little seabird informs me that you have dealt with our mutual problem, the scoundrel Benwet.
His eyes glint as a fierce grin cuts across his face, and his lone dimple deepens.
I hear you have a flair for the dramatic, or should I say, explosive antics?
See?
A magnificent way to settle one's disputes indeed. And you truly left Benweth's reputation in pieces.
Yeah, if you're wondering what he means there, we planted a bomb in a piano, and when Benwith went to play the piano, the bomb went off and killed him.
Gelarde. For this, you have my grandest commendation.
You'd have been right amused, you would. Few sights as fine as that hard blowing 3-sheeter getting what's long been doing.
Hands on his hips, Seraphim juts his chest forward, blue fur expanding like a bird's plumage.
You are lacking in so many ways, my former ship hunter, but no one can say you are not entertaining.
Truth.
I myself would have enjoyed watching you put the scoundrel in his place.
He had it coming.
That He did. Indeed.
Ferrante strokes his fingers down the line of his jaw, eyes downcast in thought.
And as promised, I have prepared for you a fine prize.
With a sweep of his arm, he offers you a magnificent cloak of protection.
However, there is another matter of which we must now speak.
Of course.
I must confess to you a bit of a problem has arisen, one which speaks to your expertise with the supernatural. We've sighted the floating hangman that haunts the Deadfire.
Do elaborate. His lips thin, pressed taut as he half shrugs one shoulder, infuriatingly non-committal.
This galleon, what likely remains of the Fonferros, is a frightful legend.
Meaning Iron Strength of Fonferros is the guard Valian galleon that Darkozy paladin Lucia Riven used to flee the burning palace when charged to protect the royal family's sword. Okay.
We have been losing ships at sea, Amico, and not to those Valera ship-hunting bastards. I believe the floating hangman may be our culprit. Fortune favors us, as I have procured a survivor from such a recent sinking. You will consider what she has to say.
Head craning abruptly to the side, he barks a loud order.
Come forth, Selenia. Quickly now, or I will run rivers of your lethargic blood.
At that last, he smiles. Selenia, what's up? Sun-blistered and raw-boned, the pirate regards you both with a discerning glare. She tongues a chapped bottom lip but keeps quiet.
Well, spit it out, Selenia, and try not to embarrass me before our guest.
Rude.
Of course, Captain. It might have pretty hard near the end, but I spit the tail as best as I can.
The pirate touches a spot at the base of her skull and winces. She glances off to the side, eyes black and full of hurt. Ferrante sighs and rubs tiredly between his brows.
Go on, gent. I'm ready as I'm like to get me.
With a shiver, the pirate turns her black-buttoned eyes to you. I'll try not to press you to remember more than we absolutely need. You will think hard and recount every detail you can, understand? Do it even if it hurts, even if it kills you. Nod, what happened to you?
Saw my old crew slaughtered me, my best mates, and even a few I hated. They weren't but blood and meat in the end. It branded the back of my eyes that moment. High seas, nothing but blue all around. Then, mist so thick you could taste it. Ships sailed from within. Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Was a hunt, not for loot, but for bodies. The ship, it looked...
She gropes at her hip, but there's nothing there. Fingers fumbling at the air, she bares her teeth.
Rotted. The crew, they were all undead. Couldn't stop them from boarding. Couldn't kill them. Couldn't even fight them in the end.
Tell me about them, the undead. How were you taken by surprise on the open sea? When did this happen? How did you survive the attack? Tell me about them, the undead.
They were dreadful. Some were clothed, like maybe they'd only recently died. Others weren't more than moving bones. One was different. Her presence was overwhelming. Heavy. Flames burned in the place of her eyes. The crew shambled hard to do her bidding, even the ones who seemed hardly aware.
Okay.
Figured she was the captain, me.
She shrugs, gaze going far away.
There is a flag the floating hangman flies. A flag that once heralded the Fonferros of Old Valia. It belonged to our Darkozy paladin of some legend, one Lucia Riven. But Selenia's knowledge is limited in this regard. Let us instead ask her of a subject she may know.
How were you taken by surprise on the open sea?
Me and my crew were adept. Alert. Always. No. Weren't no one gonna get the jump on us. Was some magic foul. Just sudden like, the winds died, the waters fell flat and the air got heavy. They turned sky and the sea both against us. Then this thick fog roiled up at midday. Without a sound, the Spectre ship.
She glides her hand in the air.
Skimmed right out. It was too late. We couldn't outsail it.
How did this happen? She ruffles a hand through her short hair, scowls.
Deny me. Drifted for days, maybe longer. Kept winking in and out after I ran out of drink.
One of mine found her no more than a week ago. Malnourished, dehydrated. The poor girl was scarcely able to speak.
Well, I'm more than able to gabble now, aren't I? Could sail, too. No, you got no reason to keep me.
She flips her hands over the softness of her shirt. Perception. Again, her fingers hesitate close to her hip, the fabric crinkled there where a pistol might normally be strapped. A muscle ticks in Ferrante's jaw, but he otherwise ignores her.
Perhaps there is something else you wish to ask of our guest before she departs from us.
How'd you survive the attack?
Calling me craven? Huh, sure, I am.
She snorts. She rubs at the back of her head, rough like she needs it to hurt.
Took a knock-in and I was out for a while. When I came to, they were eating Ganasco, our steward. I dropped a dinghy and rode for it. Don't know why they didn't give chase. Don't much care me.
That'll be all. Selenia cuts a glance to Ferrante for confirmation. When he dismissively waves her away, her black eyes narrow and she raises her chin defiant. But then she turns his full gaze to her. But then he turns his full gaze to her, suddenly seething, and she shrinks in on herself. Fists shaking at her sides, she reluctantly retreats.
She belongs to Aldis, who undoubtedly will come to claim her soon. But that is a problem for another time.
Ferrante sighs.
One moment, Watcher.
The captain scowls at Selenia's retreating back, a dark anger warming his cheeks. Wait for the captain to speak.
Allow me to cut to the heart of it. Lucia Revan, whose flag flies atop our spectral ship, was a Dakotsi paladin who died more than 200 years ago. It is my hope that uncovering the details regarding dear Revan's fate in life may illuminate the nature of her undeath and how to defeat her galleon. Unfortunately, the only soul who could possibly shine more light on our situation lies buried deep within Neketaka. One Isir the Berethian, now well rotted, I presume.
I've actually spoken with you, Sarah. His brows hoist high up his forehead.
Meaning what by that last? You were able to read his soul, despite how much time has passed?
They say the dead tell no tales, but Ysera was quite talkative. Ysera was mortally wounded, yet refused to wholly die. Instead, he was reborn as an undead to defend Barrett's faith for all eternity. When I say talk to him, I mean I damn well talked to him. Ysera had become a death guard. We exchanged words. Let's do that one.
A death guard? How fascinating.
Very fascinating.
And terrible. I must, of course, presume that you've unearthed a promising lead for us. Perhaps you were able to learn about Rivan's whereabouts, of where her spectral ship oft anchors?
No, Ysera tracked Riven after she had become a death guard. They fought near the Isle of Dusk. I guess. I don't remember that, but let's go for it. The captain stokes his chin, his gaze contemplative.
I can summon to mind no island with such name. Likely it hides now behind another. I will charge my best chroniclers to track our isle through the centuries. I believe you're becoming an invaluable asset to the Principe.
Ooh.
And I deeply value each of my assets. You must accept this token of my immense appreciation.
Nice. You have gained an item, upright captain's belt. This item is put in your stash. Cloak and a belt. Ferrante clears his throat. Then he tugs on the frilled cuffs of his sleeves. His posture more rigid than usual.
A matter of a rather delicate nature has arisen. One which I believe could benefit from your, let us say, expertise.
Expertise.
An associate of mine is in need of a favor.
He raises his brows pointedly.
A favor that necessitates a great deal of discretion. See to this for me, and I will weight you with a considerable amount of coin.
What exactly would I be doing?
My associate conducts dealings with a group of traders of a sort. The traders are having a bit of trouble with their newest stock.
Who might this associate be?
A wealthy and influential man. What more do you need to know?
Why the need for such discretion?
It involves something of a sensitive topic among the Principi. I'll explain further once I can trust you're fully committed.
You can trust me.
First, swear it. I have your word on pain of death, amico.
Yeah.
Go on.
He grins darkly.
Then you're to head to Crooksburg Island, where you'll meet with Master Kua.
He clears his throat.
He runs the biggest slavers' port in the Deadfire. However, they've run afoul of the locals. So now, their trade routes are under constant ambush.
Seraphin's mouth falls slightly open. Vertigo tickles the... Oh, Vertigo tickles the edge of your thoughts. As if you were peering over the edge of the world. The Principi work with slavers?
Excellent goddamn question, Cap.
The Orlan's bald fists shake at his sides.
No, it is my associate who does that dealing.
He pins you with a pointed look.
My opinion on the trade is of little matter. It is legal, unlike many of our own activities.
Since when be the fucking laws of Kith of any goddamn concern to the likes of us?
I won't help slavers.
I understand you may harbor some hesitation in this regard. But in the case you reconsider, at least allow me to mark Crooksburg on your charts. When you get there, speak with Master Kua. Tell him I've sent you, and he'll fill you in on what he needs.
We may kill him. We might just kill him.
You were saying?
Alright, so we got a cloak and belt. Upright captain's belt. Hold fast, +1 constitution, grants hold fast. What does this do? Grants concentration on combat start. Nice. Concentration can be gained through spells, abilities, talents, and items to protect the character from being interrupted. Each point of concentration that a character possesses will prevent a single interrupt effect from being applied to them. Okay. What are we wearing in our belt slot? +2 constitution. That's good. What are you wearing? +2 athletics. Let's give incoming crits converted to hits. Let's give this to Footman, and then we're gonna give this to Adair. And that's that. I don't think we need the athletics. I think we need the athletics. And then the cloak. Who needs a cloak? Alright, everyone has one, but what does this do again? Cloak of protection. So Adair has greater protection. We have the Magnificent Escape. Chody has Cloak of Deflection. What's better, protection or deflection? They're about the same, eh? Let's go with that. Let's go with that. And then a necklace of fireballs. I don't think anyone... Oh, yeah, we can give that to Maya. There we go. Cool.
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that lovely? All right, let's save that up.
You were saying?
And I think we can head out. Actually, we're going to head to the top of Balefire Tower. To the top of the tower. To the tippy top. Heading up to the tippy top. But we're only halfway up, as the doc would say. Alright, we've got a chest that needs looting here. Yoink. Oh, look at these planks. Interesting.
Indeed.
Yoink. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Nothing. Nobody here to talk to. Okay. Rust and Bledge tend the iron cage and the shades of ochre. So maybe this is just for a later time. I feel like this is where Ferrante executes people. Bird droppings crest over the iron bands of this cage. Yeah. So if we get on his bad side, I feel like Ferrante is going to attempt to invite us up here. Ferrante. Ferrante. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Alright, so we've been everywhere. I believe we can leave by ship. Yeah, we have a bounty. So I believe we can leave by ship. Yeah, and then we can start doing some of these bounties. Serpent's Crown, Lady Aparo. Yeah, we have some stuff to do in Neketaka. Sort by location again. There we go. Oh, okay, so these are different sections of Neketaka. Lots to do in Neketaka again. We're not going to head back there yet. Torkar. Travel to Lifter's Refuge in Dunnage and kill Torkar. So that's too hard for us. We can't do that yet. We can head northwest. Do some of these bounties. Travel to the ruins. Sail to Songo. Southeast. The storms of Poko Koharo. Learn about Poko Kohara in Tikawara. So we could go do that. Yeah, let's head south, east, and southwest and clean up some of these. Head to Sayuka and search for any sign of Ramaro or where he's gone. Okay. Kill Decila and take her ship's Triumph. Decila commands the voyager Alicio. She's often found in the waters south of Neketaka. Look for Elafa in Hasango. Okay, so let's head southwest and southeast by ship. By sea. Let's make sure we're topped up with supplies first. So we need 55 medical supplies. We need 13 cannon shots. And we need 26 repair. Perfecto. Oh, I think I could have just hit that. Derp. Okay. There are some ship upgrades here as well, I believe. Flamethrower, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not ready to commit to any of these ship supplies yet. Alright. Let's do a little save ski. And we're gonna leave by sea. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Thanks for everybody who's hanging out. Appreciate you guys being here. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you, thank you. You've received an important missive from Captain Eldis. Hello, lovesome. I hear you've got a deal, another one really, going on with Ferrante to muck around in the mess that is Crookspur Island. Before you go sailing it in to do that cockroach's bidding, come and have a chat with me, will you? I've got a proposition for you I think you'll find wickedly enticing. I'll reserve a berth for the Defiant at Fort Delight's docks. Your most ruthless and truthful friend, or damn my blood, Eldis. P.S. Bring some more candied nuts. You know how I like them. Alright. She likes her nuts candied. Fort Deadlight, Steel Preacher, Deadfire Merchant. Alright, I think we're just gonna sail around here for a little bit. Do some exploring. Do a bit of exploring. Low rations. Water's getting low. I think we have lots of stuff though. Look at that. Boom. Iraq. What else do we have? Some grog. That ought to do it, eh? There you go, fam. There you go, fam. Oh, who's that? Your Average Savage with the Prime sub. Thanks, my man. Welcome back, Your Average Savage. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. How you doing today? Thank you so much. That's so awesome. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Alright, we're just exploring here a bit. Where are we? Where are we? Whoa, what's this? A storm. Alright, we're gonna sail around that. We don't need to go through that. We're just kind of sweeping across the aisle here. The Average Savage says, I am doing great today. Awesome, man. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Oh, who dis? Dour Old Forwin Slavers, Gallowayne's Bounty. I wonder what'll happen here. That ship looks a lot bigger than me. Those 3 stars above the ship concern me. I don't know what that means. I feel like that's a powerful ship. Dour Old Forwin. I don't think I'm gonna try and attack this guy. I have 1 injured crew as well. 1 injured crew member, so let's just scout the rest of this fog. I don't know if that's cowardly of me, but I got a crew to think of, you know? You hear a knock at the door to your quarters. Crew event, okay. Cool. You're not long at sea when Chitupek appears at your door, wiping away sweat with a rag. Begging your pardon, Captain. We've been at sea a while now, but you've not been in a state fit for speaking for most of it. The sailor glances over his shoulder, then back to you. If this crew is going to be taking your orders, you might want to make a proper introduction. Let everyone know what you're about. Are you saying I've got something to worry about? No. Gather and address your... Let's ask them. Let's ask him. No, Captain. It's just tradition and a sociable thing to do. Chitupek chuckles. Gather and address your crew. Chitupek calls the crew together on deck. A small group of sailors hang languidly from the rigging, perch on crates, and sit against the rails. Their eyes turn to you as you stride onto the deck. Welcome aboard the Defiant, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Footman, your captain. Ahoy, mate. I take what I want when I want it, and so does my scourge of a ship. Now this is a crew. Can you believe that statue in my room said you all were nothing to look at? These eyes have peeled back the veil of death, and I have returned. Herald of Bareth, and enforcer of her will. Let's go to the first one. I'm Footman, your captain. Glad to hear you, Captain, Rumdumbrigere cries, eliciting nods from several other crew members. Beodul smiles at you from above crossed arms, and Shield Sister Dahlia claps lightly. I plan to run a clean ship. We're not pirates, and we're not raiders. I will not suffer insubordination. I say jump, you ask me how high. This ship isn't boards and sails, it's all of you. I'll give you everything I've got as captain. I expect the same from you. I like that one so far. Who here likes money? Stick with me and you'll have more coin than a kith can spend. I know I slept through the trip out here, but now that I'm awake, the fun can start. Glad we cleared that up. Now get your asses back to your stations before I start throwing people overboard. Let's go with this one. The ship isn't boards and sails, it's all of you. I'll give you everything I've got as a captain. I expect the same from you. Aye, Captain. Rumdum Regare cheers, sparkling chuckles, Chijipet claps, and the rest of the crew join in, smiling and nodding. +2 to morale. Nice. Maya smirks and folds her arms. Morale gained. Oswald steps forward. Pardon me asking, Captain, but what exactly is the ship's mission in the Deadfire? That oversized naked statue took a piece of my soul. I am to take it back. Aethys leaves a trail of destruction and despair in his wake. It's up to us to set things right. We're hunting a big blue bastard of a god. Now who's with me? Plunder and booty. We're after the god's damn plunder and booty. You all have your own reasons for being here, and I doubt you all want to share. The same holds true for me. I'm not here to answer questions. Get your asses back to work. That oversized naked statue took a piece of my soul. I am to take it back. We're hunting a big blue bastard. It was with me. Plunder and booty. We're after the god's damn plunder and booty. Let's be forthright. I think we should be forthright. Let's go with that. I aim to take it back. Adair steps forward and looks over the crew. +3 morale. That's not all he's taken. And if he hasn't taken from you and yours yet, don't be sure that he won't. We're all in this. Results. Morale gain 3. Nice. Muttering spreads among the crew as they look to one another in disbelief. Shield Sister Dahlia performs a gesture of reverence to the gods. Our captain's touched by the gods. Rumdum Regere nods. Expression pensive. The crew split up, returning to their duties as the ship. Your ship sails on, slicing through the bright blue waters of the Deadfire. Cool. +5 morale. So we're at 100 morale, which is great. That is great. Okay. So there's Fort Deadlight. We have an invitation to go there and talk to Eldis. But I just want to explore some of this area. So it looks like this area is much, it's out of our league right now. You see these skulls on the sword? That shows us that the things there are just too high level. And then the red is even worse. Red is even worse. So we're just going to skirt around this island. We are not going to go to it. Just gonna do some exploring. So that's where we could dock. I don't want to fight Mir Lesven, the truly insane, unaffiliated, the Ironclad Galleon. Yeah, I think we would lose. He's got 2 skulls above his head, so let's not go that way. We are faster, which is good. Perfect. We dropped him. We dropped him. All right, that island is out of bounds for now. What do we have down here? Another little island. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Valiant Mill. Oh, okay. They sell some goodies. Some fresh fruit. A burial site. A tomb rises from the earth before you. Its stone exterior is well wrought and decorated with reliefs of Tangaloa and Ngati. It likely houses the body of someone important to a local Huana tribe. Search the location. Take some time. 4 hours pass. You find nothing of value. Keep searching. Some baby pearls. Keep searching. Turquoise. That's it. What's going on here? Repair supplies. Great. Ruined tower. You find a ruined tower rising from the top of a low hillock. The wood and stone structure is stained by oily smoke residue, and a smattering of masonry is spread out from the tower's base in a wide fan. It seems to have suffered from some kind of explosion. Search the location. 3 hours pass. Nothing of value. 3 hours pass. Potion of elemental defense times 3. Nice. 4 hours pass. 3 cave coral. Pry bar. Pry bar. Horn. Alright. Water. Cool. Let's head back. Let's head back. Do a little save ski. And let's finish exploring this kind of southwestern corner of the map. Making some serious exploration gains here. I don't want to go too high, but I do want to get these clouds all sorted. We're doing a serpentine pattern. Serpentine. All right, what's down here? Winding past the Lin Sand. So this island is out of our league right now as well. So no need to dock there. And that's pretty much the bottom edge of the map. Oh, so morale goes down the longer we sail. Interesting. Interesting. The longer we're out at sea. Interesting. Oh, that's the edge of the map. Okay, let's head over here. What do we have? A little island. That seems to be blocking us off, but we have a solitary rice farm. Welcomes trade. And some fruit. Alright. Nothing here, nothing here of a lot of value. We'll just grab some more food. Head back into the ship. I think what we'll do is we'll put this water. Actually, we'll hang on to that water. But we did just buy some food. Where is it? Put this fresh fruit up here too. The hardtack we'll put as like a last resort. That's why their morale's going down, because of the hardtack. So we don't need that. Mariner's porridge, they like that. Hardtack we'll just keep on here as like a last resort. What else do we have a lot of? Silverfin. That's pretty good though. +2 intellect. Fire kelp. Vegetables. His songs are awesome. There we go. Put some booze on there. Alright, that's good enough. That's good enough for now. Alright, let's continue exploring. What is that? Oh, it's a storm. Makes sense. Another little island. Have we docked here? Yeah, that was the Valian trading mill. Sure, so we'll just explore the rest of this. Just so we've explored it. The Steel Preacher, okay, we're not gonna go there yet. It's out of our league as well. It's out of our league as well. There we go, Muriel the Mad. I think we have a quest for Muriel the Mad. Who's this? Defiant Merchant, unaffiliated. Okay, let's dock here. Let's go talk to Muriel the Mad. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Your average savage, if you're still here, you should check out our new emote that we got, the Humble Coin. I think you can use it now. There it is. Boom. Humble 10 Humble Coin. I have to change the like how you enter it. I don't want it to be Humble 10 Humble Coin. I have to change the name of it, but there she is. There she is. Made by Madgewolf. Cool little coin emote. Okay, so we've got Muriel the Mad here. And a bunch of constructs and revenants.
My back's about
Oh,
broke as
they
it
saw
is.
us. Okay, well here we go. Let's try and pull them across this bridge here and kind of use that to our advantage. There we go. So let's take this construct. Nice, I think we were able just to pull half of them. Oh. Yep, we just pulled the two guys. Perfect, that'll give us a bit of an advantage now.
Still as a pond.
There we go. Now we can sneak up and kill the rest.
I'm here.
We're gonna
I'd
have
be glad to.
Footman go in and just straight up whack her. Now that he's close enough, he's gonna get scouted for sure. Oh well.
My back's about broke as it is.
Combat start. Footman. Boom. Oof. Maya hits and crits. Nice. Footman crits as well. Whew. Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing. Easy peasy. Nice, nice, nice. Easy peasy. Wet and sleazy. What does she have? Stone of Power, +1 intellect and grants power surge. Boosts power level for the duration of the fight. Once per rest. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. +1 intellect. Who's going to use that? Maybe Chody? Maybe Seraphim? Let's have a look at what they're wearing. Chody has +1 intellect, history, and insight. That's good. And he has 15 max health. Alright, we're going to swap that out for him then. For Seraphim. Where is it? Oh, I think we gave it to Chody. Yeah, that's right. Cool. And what are we wearing? 15 max health. Yeah. We could use a new amulet. We could use a new amulet for Footman. That's for sure. All right, let's finish exploring this area. See if there's anything of interest around here. I want to be thorough because we have found some pets. I think they just randomly spawn in areas like this. Nope, none here. No problemo. No problemo. Abandoned village. Search the location. Price. That's it. I'll take it. Grab some fruit on our way out. So that bounty was for Mariel the Mad. Who do we need to bring that back to? Who do we need to bring that back to? There it is. Return to Abaco. At the Wild Mare in Queen's Birth. Okay. Excellent. So we've got that to turn in. I wanna explore like down here a bit before we head all the way back up to Neketaka. I wanna explore like this bottom, finish off this whole like quarter basically of the map. That's kind of my goal right now. Who dis? Principe. All right, we're friendly. We're friendly. Kangati. All right, let's check this out. Medical supplies. Didn't need them, but thank you. The Kangati Islands. XP earned 700. Nice. What's down here? Solitary rice farm. We've been there. So we're just gonna kind of slither back and forth here. See what we can find. Amira's Whisper. Imposter's Lament. Alright, let's check out what's going on down here. Amira's Whisper. I don't know if we have another bounty for somebody named Amira. I guess this is just a place. A light fog curls about your ankles. Breathless, whispering voices call to you from the darkness. They cry in half-uttered sentences, in moans, gurgles, screams. What few words you can make out among the chorus beg for mercy, for an end to their pain. Step into the fog. Wisps wind around your torso and cling to your skin. The cries become shouts and the chorus screams. The fog thickens until you see nothing but its swirling, ghostly shape. Dark forms appear in the fog. They encircle you one moment and disappear the next. Ask Chody to draw the spirits into her lantern. I think it's time for you lost lot to find the light. This way now, that's right. Maya smirks and folds her arms. The dense fog swirls into Chody's lantern. You hear the faint tink of metal striking the ground. You bend down to examine it and discover a small necklace. The stone at its center sparkles with the red of a fire's dancing flame. Unhindered by the fog, you are now free to continue exploring the island. Nice. We gained Illu's Locket. +10 accuracy against spirits, +1 intellect. Nice. Nice. +1 intellect, accuracy against spirits. We just gave her... Yeah, I think we'll swap that out for the Necklace of Fireballs. She doesn't really use that. I don't know, the intellect's not really going to help her all that much, but everyone else already has +1 intellect on their necklace, so. You found an abandoned ship. Sift through the wreckage. Iron Thunderer. Oh, nice. It's a cannon. Perfect. Continue searching. Water. Continue searching. Principy colors. Continue searching. Fire Cow. Continue searching. Nothing. Great. Great. Ooh. Temple of Tangaloa Ruins. Get some water from there. Some fresh fruit. Let's head into the ruins. See what we can see. Ahead of you lie the ruins of an ancient complex. As you near the tumbled down stone entrance, you notice several curious drawings scrawled across the stone in a flaking brown paint. You bend down to get a better look and discover that the drawing depict violent images of decapitations, dismemberings, hangings, and sundry other terrors. Enter the ruin. Light from distant torches flickers on the ruin walls. Unintelligible words float to you on a breeze that reeks of carrion and the metallic tang of blood. Very scary. Here we go. Quietly now. Check for traps. This blood looks pretty fresh. I can't take either of those because I'm full. What is happening here?
Happily.
Fat bubbles thick on the surface of this pot. The rising steam smells sweetly of meat. Ugh. What kind of meat? Angfor's journal. I found this water-stained notebook at the bottom of my satchel, and now having no use for it, I must record my thoughts, or I fear I will go mad in the solitary confinement of my own head. Okay. We know that we have it. It's a bit long, though, to read. Somebody's gone mad. Oh. What do we have here? Captain Angfor. Do we have a quest to kill Angfor? Search. Angfor. Classic. No, we don't. he's mad and he's killing people, so I think we're just gonna kill him. Footman, if you wouldn't mind starting the fight. Boom. Only 11 damage. Come on, my dude. Smoke veil, get out of the way. Everyone else, start the fight. Oh, there's an ogre pirate. Okay. Let's smoke veil again. And see if we can't get out of the way. There we go. I want him on this crazed zealot? No, what kind of weapons is he using? Daggers. So I don't know why he's over there. We're going to put Footman on the warlock. Adair, we're going to put you on the ogre pirate because he's huge. Chody, just stay close. May, or Maya, we're going to put you over here. And Seraphin, you do your thing, my man. You do your thing. Alright, Footman. You're doing some work. So, okay. We're not going to use that just yet. Strike with the pummel, inflicting bonus crush and shock damage and inflicting stun on the target. Let's try that. We haven't used this yet. How often can we use this? Once per encounter. Let's try it on the crazed warlock. Boom. Stunned. Nice work. We got another guy closing in on us, so we're going to use Lengrath's Displaced Image, increasing your deflection and reflex. Let's do that. Boom. Chunked him. Whoa. What caused him to explode there? Footman killed Crazed Warlock. Jolting Touch interrupts. And we crit. Whoa, that was just a good Jolting Touch. Awesome. We're going with the Fireball, I guess. I don't know if we hit Chody there or not, but... Nice work, guys. Whew. Getting some big hits on these guys. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Fine mail armor. Oh, Giordo red-handed.
At once.
Blood-soaked grimoire. We're just gonna quickly loot everything here before we discover our friend Giardo. Let's talk. You find a middle-aged dwarf tied to a post. A pile of bloody refuse scattered at his feet. His beard is a matted mess, and his face is streaked with dirt. Despite his haggard state, he twists against his bonds when you approach.
Bless your neckers. You're just in time. Another moment more and I would have been dinner.
What happened here?
It's a right sorry tale, I'm afraid to say. Our ship, a beautiful ship she was too, ran aground in a storm. Waves so high we couldn't see a damn thing, you understand? Come to discover this here island's about as barren as an ancient lecher's bed. Not a scrap of nothing edible on it. And none of us were especially keen to take our turn about the wheel, so...
He trails off, unable to meet your eye.
As the months wore on and no one came looking for us, we started running low on crew and, victuals. I think what few of us were left here at the end might have gone a little nutty.
I see. And who are you?
Jordu, red-handed of the Impostors Lament. Well, formerly of the Impostors Lament.
He laughs a little too loudly.
Something of a lifelong deckhand I am. Picked up cooking in the last few months, too. Meat's my speciality, on account of the, well, you know, the business here, with the cannibalism.
Alright, untie him.
My wrists thank you mightily.
He takes a moment to flex and bend his hands, working the circulation back into them. His lips twist into a grimace when he runs his fingers over the deep bruises the ropes left.
Say, you got a ship? Couldn't get here without one, right? You by chance have any spots open for an old dwarf like me? I might not look it, but I'm a deft hand with the rigging. Can even cook some.
Sure. Welcome to the crew.
I owe you one, Captain. A death like this, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to repay you. You like stew? I got a great recipe. Flavor's real different, like nothing you ever tasted. I'll make it for you. You know, in thanks.
He gives you a quick wink and a nod before heading back to the ship. Nice. Nice. So where do, like, extra crew members go? Oh, here he is. Known sailors. He's a level 2 deckhand and level 1 cook. Cool. Cool. Well, let's keep him there. Let's keep him there. Alright, finish looting the room here. Grab some ale. What's going on down here?
Dim in the lantern.
Happily.
Some of the bones in this pile are cracked and bleached with age. Alright. I think that's everything. Let's get out of here. This place is creepy. This place is creepy. Gross. Oh, we get to name the island. We're definitely going to name it Your Average Savage. There you go, my dude. Thanks for the sub today. Named an island for you. After you, I should say. It's the least I could do. The least I could do. There we go. +1 morale, fresh fruit. Who dis? Alright. The Phalandig sloop. Ooh, a shipwreck. Who's this? I don't know. Let's check out this shipwreck. You stumble upon an ancient shipwreck. Sift through the wreckage. Baby pearls. That's it. Man. That's it. It's alright. That's alright. What's up here? Valario's Rest. We do lose a lot of water, eh? By sailing around like this. We do lose a lot of water. We may have to start, ooh, the Hika fishing pools. We may have to start, buying water and such. You stand on the forecastle, gazing out at clear skies and gentle seas. The chattering of your crew darkens, adopting an ominous tone. Gathered at the starboard railing, they peer out at the sea. By the gods, Tuliak Longfrost mutters. The surface of the sea swells. An enormous glowing shape is surfacing. Oh. What in whale's name is that? Identify it. Choose a party member. Maya has good perception. Success. Maya watches the growing glow. Must be a resplendent phantom. Big glowing whale. Good eating, or so they say. Long, pale creature breaks the surface of the water. Its skin is translucent and freckled with phosphorescence, and you can make out the ghostly outlines of luminous organs beneath it. The creature rolls slowly, staring back at you with a glowing blue eye. The nerve behind it is as thick as a halyard. Eldengram smiles. This one is young still. Thoughts, crew? Tuliak Longfrost leans over the railing. Plenty of meat in the beast. A prize like that could feed us for days. With the captain's permission, Tuliak Longfrost smiles hopefully. Others murmur eager assent. Chichipek grins fiercely. A quarry worthy of the lord of the hunt. Let's have some excitement, Captain. Aldengram steps back, appalled. You'd kill one of the Andra's harbingers and squander this blessing? We'll let the creature pass in peace. Okay, I don't want to squander the blessing. Chitupek sighs as the crew members resume their duties. You sail on. Adair nods in agreement. -5 morale. Dang. Yet the magnificent creature continues alongside your ship for many hours. A low, mournful music rises above the light percussion of the waves, and a gentle peace envelops your crew. When night falls, the beast is beside you still, a comforting light in the darkness. By morning it is gone, but the sense of the calm it brought remains. The crew gained experience. Oh, nice. Hey, that's a good trade. That's a good trade. It blessed us. It blessed us. I'll take it. I'll take it. What do we have here? Oh. I thought maybe we could head into that island, but solitary rice farm. Let's take all of your rice and Tarlo. Thank you. I need some water though. Need more water. Oh, we have 44 here. Put that rice up there. I guess we've got lots to drink. Put that in front of the hardtack. Char loaf. Alright. That'll do. Lots of food. We could use a bit more water, but that'll do. Okay. Let's explore like this little bulge right here. Okay. Let's see what this ship does. Okay, there's some water. We can get some. Alright, let's dock here. Let's dock here. Grab some veggies, or some fruit, some water. 15. Nice. Hey, who's that? Obi-Wan with the raid. Thank you so much, Obi-Wan. Welcome back, my friend. And welcome everybody from Obi-Wan's stream. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for popping by, guys. How you doing today, Obi-Wan? You're sailing past a reef where Rum-Dum Ragere shouts out, pointing to port. There lists a ship stranded in the middle. Obi-Wan says, "How you doing, sir?" "I am doing very well." Yeah, having an awesome day today, man. We got our computer situation all sorted out, a couple of upgrades, and things are running crispy clean, so it's feeling good. Feeling good. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate it, my man. How was your stream today? It tips and rolls with the passing waves. Hanging from its mast is a blue flag showing an image of a crescent moon sinking beneath the waves. Your crew gathers around, murmuring in low, excited voices. Shield Sister Dahlia rushes to the railing. "Captain, that's a gift-bearer ship. No telling what sorts of treasures it's got." Tuliak Longfrost snorts. "Gift-bearers carry sentimental junk, worthless stuff. No, that's a smuggler ship. It's a classic disguise." Beodil spits into the water. "Then it's a fucking stupid one. Gift-bearers only visit landlocked settlements. That's a trap." Obi-Wan says, "I really need to run now. I'll be back in a few. All good. Here, it's the weekend. Be back later." Cool, man. Take care. I'll see you soon. It's the freaking weekend. Enjoy yourself. Prepare a skiff. We'll have to row out and climb the hull. What was that about gift bearers? Tuliak Longfrost. Tuliak Longfrost fixes a pensive frown on the wreck. "No offense, Captain, but the servants of Andra collect things people want to forget and consign them to the sea. Anything gift bearers might be carrying would be stuff nobody wants." Let's prepare a skiff. We'll have to row out and climb the hull. Let's do that. You row the skiff above the reefs, the waves tossing it, the bottom of the small boat occasionally scraping across the jagged structure below. You tie off on a snag of coral next to the wreck. The water is rough and the hull slick with brine, but you're able to find your purchase between the shifting planks. Climb up. You pull yourself up, using bent planks and barnacles for holds. You've almost reached the main deck when a wave slams against the ship. You hear a crash from somewhere below as the vessel rocks. Your legs slip out from under you, and your fingers dig into wet lumber. Success. Your grip holds. Once the ship settles, you resume your climb and make it to the safety of the deck. The ship is deserted. You don't even find corpses. If the ship had a skiff, it's missing too. Search for salvage. You find several crates of supplies and several more of assorted odds and ends. Handkerchiefs, bead jewelry, cracked scrimshaw, a child's doll. Okay. You think back to Tuliak Longfrost's comments and wonder if this might have been smuggler's vessel after all. Search for evidence of smugglers. Streetwise and perception. Let's use Maya's. Success. You slide it aside and find a trapdoor underneath. Within rests a small chest brimming with golden shellings. Nice. You have gained 23 golden shellings. The item was put into your stash. Maya whistles. Smugglers after all. Among the coins rests a small figurine of an imp, of all things. You have gained Laughing Imp cameo. Nice. Once per rest, you can summon 2 brine imps. Perfect. You load your food onto the skiff and row back to your ship. Excellent. Your crew earned 109 experience. Love it. Love it. Why is it put us all the way up there though? What the heck? What the heck? There's Telly Lama, the island. Alright. What's going on here? Deadfire merchant unaffiliated. Okay, you're probably not going to attack us. Alright. So we're gonna finish like this strip right here. So let's do like a loop. We're gonna carve down here and then head back straight up. That's what we're gonna do. What's this? Pura cow. Let's check it out. And we'll roll. And we'll roll. Oh. It's a Pura cow, the dragon. Sigil of Darkness. Do we have something that combats that Sigil of Darkness? A dare? Who's got it? I feel like we have an item. It looks like a coin kind of thing. Get the meat recipe. Oh yeah, we're gonna use this too. Sure, we'll go with the footman. Did we use them already? Did we use them already? It's like a little coin thing. I didn't think they were consumable. But maybe they are. Maybe we used it up. It protected us from things like this, but oh well. Yeah, I think we can handle this. Let's go sneak. Let's go sneak and see if we can get a big boy hit on this guy with footmen, and then we'll get the rest of the crew to follow in behind.
Give me the order.
Ah, he's gonna get seen. Charge!
Reckon a dare would hold on to it for me?
And we're gonna use our escape to roll back here. Without taking a hit. Perfect. We want to try and pull these guys away a little bit so we're not in range of the Sigil of Darkness. So that works.
Oh, good.
That works. Put a cow. Easy pickings. Easy pickings. Token of Faith. +2 resolve. Cool. Ooh. Ring of the Solitary Wanderer. +1 resolve grants Lone Wolf. What does that do? While there are no allies nearby, become exceptionally resistant to hostile effects. What's nearby? What does that mean? We could maybe give that to Maya. Maybe. 'Cause she's usually standing at range. Let's try it. Let's see if it triggers.
I'll put this to good use.
See if it triggers.
Certainly.
Yeah, so we want to take this out before we get cursed. We can always sleep it off, I think. Boom. Didn't even pulse. Cool. Let's just explore this area, see if we find any pets. See if we find any pets. Anything secret? Nothing? Okay. Well, we killed the dragon, or drake. Got some fat loots. Got some fat loots. Alright. Let's head down to the Fanged Strait. I'm just gonna finish exploring this strip and then head back up to Neketaka. So let's head down here. Actually, we'll explore this little thing. Whatever this is. The water darkens off the starboard bow of your ship, and jagged spurs and spits rise from the waves in the near distance. Raised voices carry from the helm. The Teotara marvel is near here. Every sailor must see it once. Tuliak Longfrost. Hands are clasped together in urgent entreaty. But Beodil is clenching the wheel with white-knuckled determination. I don't care if it's Andra's salty bosom. We're not sailing through a reef. Beodil notices you and relaxes. Captain, help me talk sense into Tuliak Longfrost. Tuliak Longfrost gapes at you both. And miss your chance? Sailors wait weeks for weather and seas this smooth. If you ever wanted to see the Teotara marvel, this is the time. Some of the other crew have gathered to listen, a hopeful shine in their eyes. Do we have charts to guide us through the reef? What is the Teotara marvel? Tuliak Longfrost shrugs. It's supposed to be a grand sight. An ancient mystery. I haven't seen it myself. Eldengram nods. A graybeard I crewed with claimed to have seen it. Swore it brought him 10 years of good health and favorable winds. The other sailors murmur eagerly. Oswald, do we have charts to guide us through the reef? Oswald nods half-heartedly. They're patchy, but they'll do, assuming Beodil can get us through. Beodil skulls at Oswald. Irina, what's the condition of our hull? Irina grins. It's a good repair, Captain. I wouldn't sail through a reef myself, but if there's a good time to try, this is it. Alright, take us through the reef. The dead coral juts from the surface, grasping above like the legs of a spider, and the wind whistles as it passes across the jagged structures. Below the water, schools of fish flash among the brilliant reefs. Failure. Beodil attempts to guide the ship through the reef, but with a shudder that rattles your bones, the vessel scrapes against the reef. A sound of tearing wood echoes across the deck, and hands scatter, descending into the hold to locate and repair any damage before it spoils the stores. Results: Beodil gained sailor experience 1, medicine supplies lost 6. That's not a big deal. +4 morale. The variegated shallows give you way to blue depths. An enormous sinkhole opens around you, yawning wide enough to swallow a fleet. Beodil sighs with relief as Tuliak Longfrost searches the horizon for any sign of the mythical marvel. The Defiant sails on. Morale gained 4. Crew gained 109 experience and 1 sailor experience. Great. Great, great, great. So our ship took a little damage there? Nope. Okay. Works for me. Works for me. I was gonna say, I thought maybe this reef barred off this whole area. What do we got here? Medical supplies. We got those 6 back that we lost. Oh, a storm. We don't want to go in there. Sail around it. I wonder if there's anything hidden in any of the storms in this game, though. You know what I mean? That could be something we do when we get higher level, or a better ship. All right, so I think we're just gonna head north from here. Just whatever we carve out, kind of due north along this path, we're gonna explore on the way up to Neketaka. Do a little serpentine. Little zig, little zag. What we got here? Some gunpowder. And Teotara Marvel. Let's check it out. I think this is the thing we were trying to get to. The sea here is vast and as smooth as cyan glass. Jumping up and down, Shield's sister Dahlia shouts and points to the port at the pale pillar of luminous Adra, rising from beneath the surface of the water. Beodil takes you closer. +5 morale. Much of the stone is encrusted with coral, but the visible portions coil above the water in long looping spirals. Adra normally grows in large pillars, but this formation looks almost like 7 tentacles of some terrible sea monster grasping for the sky. Oswald whistles low. So hold. Had to be the Anguithans. Much of the stone is encrusted with coral, but the visible Oh, I already read that. Eldengren scoffs. Even they couldn't do that. That's Andra's slow, steady work. The Adra catches the sunlight, gleaming as if a glow from within. Indeed, it's hard to tell whether the Adra's strange contours have been shaped by slow wear of the sea or distorted by it, and something about the ambiguity makes the vision all the more extraordinary. The rest of the crew chimes in, debating the wonder's meaning and origins in low, odd voices. This must be the triumph of an ancient people. We are fortunate to have seen it. Clearly, this is the work of the gods, and we are blessed to have seen it. Now we've seen it, let's move on, shall we? There's no way to know where it came from. Enjoy it for whatever it is. This represents the malice of the gods. They're reaching for us, trying to drag us into the depths. Let's say there's no way to know where it came from and enjoy it for what it is. Oswald nods while Eldengrim murmurs a quiet prayer. The remainder of the crew nod and return to their duties. Seraphin and Chodi both feel impassioned. Beodil sails past the Adra, maintaining a safe distance. Shield's sister Dahlia and Eldengrim move to the aft castle, eyes locked on the Teotara Marvel until it disappears below the horizon. Results, the crew gains experience. Excellent. Cool. Let's check out Tahei. I'll grab this fresh fruit first. And then we'll head up here. What's going on here, guys? What's going on here? Aha. Tahei. I'm gonna go stealthy. Some brine imps. Alright. I don't think we're gonna sneak up on them, so let's just
as you wish.
Head right into battle and let May take the first shot for 26 damage. And then we are going to use... Actually, we're just gonna let this play out.
Try aiming next time.
And goes for the jolting touch and turns around for some reason. Alright, Footman, finish him off here. Beauty. Tahei. Ain't no thing. Boom. Chunked him. Seraphin killed him. Nice. Ooh, what do we have here? Tears of Saint Makawo. Martyr's Memories. +1 armor rating against spells. Grants Martyr's Memories. What does this do? Minus 100% damage taken, untargetable for 9 seconds, paralyzed, petrified for 9 seconds. The caster becomes petrified and untargetable for a brief time. Once per rest. That could be good. That could be good. That could be good. Ring of Overseeing. Great. Who could use this? Let's just give it to Adair for now. Stash the rest. Adair has Gon's Pledge, and yeah, that's such a good ring. Antonia's Signet. Not you. Minor protection for us. Jody. It could be good for like May or Maya, or let's give it to Seraphim for now. Let's give it to Seraphim for now. What? Oh, it's a neck slot. Duh. It's 15 max health. Okay, let's give it to Footman then. Let's give it to Footman. So if we're ever dropping really low in health, we can just pop that once per rest to kind of give us, buy us some time. It'll allow us to disengage and buy us some time. Which is cool for me. Works for me. Just checking for any little pets or anything hidden around this map. We found one time, so we've been thorough ever since. We've been thorough ever since. All right. I think that's it for this island. So we'll head back to the ship. Continue exploring. Pirate morale is top notch right now. 99. Keeping them happy. We are below 100 water though, so let's remember to stock up on water next time we're in a city. Let's remember to do that. Just getting rid of all this fog of war. We're almost there. Almost back up to Neketaka. Almost back up to Neketaka. Alright, so there's an island there. Oh, there's like a line on the map right here too. We could have used that as our guide, but now we know. Lots of ships coming in and out. Okay. That basically, I mean, we have a little strip up here. But that's almost like 1/4 of the entire map. That's great. So we've got a bunch of quests that are going to take us into Neketaka. So let's head there. Some bounties to hand in and that kind of thing. And yeah, I think what we're going to do is save here. And we're actually going to be breaking up the stream into 2 parts today, guys. So we've been going for about 3 hours now. So I'm just going to take a break for some lunch, answer a few emails and texts and stuff. And I'll be back probably within the hour to put in a couple more hours at least this afternoon. So yeah, I think I'll just say so long for now. And I will see you guys back in an hour or so. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you soon. Bye.